tell us your name, your pronouns, who you're playing, and their pronouns, and their role, and your socials as well.
Oh man, it's I'm John. I go he him everywhere. My character is he him, and my character is KM. I'm going to be the tech and have some fun tonight. You can find me anywhere at Only Play Wizards. Was that it? Did I do everything?
Poorna? Yep, you did everything.
Okay, I have to make sure.
Did you throw it over to me? Okay,
Yep.
cool.
You're up next.
Great. Okay, so I'm Poorna. My pronouns are she, her. I am playing Nikita, a med tech whose pronouns are also she, her. And you can find me on some apps that keep changing their name and what they stand for as at Poorna Mazumdar. On other apps, you can find me as Poorna Makes Things, which is sometimes true. And that's me.
Basheer.
Hey, I am Basheer Gauss, he, him, and I am playing the Wretch. Also he, him. You can find me pretty much everywhere as Basheer Gauss.
Everyone's energy right now is the best. And finally, Phoebe.
Hey, I'm Phoebe, she, they. I will be playing Hickory, the medtech, she, her, and I'm at Sherbrooke Waters on all socials.
Thank you, Phoebe. Thank you, Chaos Group. As for myself, hello there. I'm Nate Buchman. I will be your GM this evening. You can find me wherever the socials are at Indie Nate. You know, every site keeps changing its name right now. It's confusing as heck. For those watching for the first time, Cyberpunk Red is often known as the role-playing game of the dark future. With that, a small content warning. This scenario deals with occasional strong language, occasional violence, and water. A lot of water for this one, like really deep bodies of water. So if that's not your thing, totally understand. There's other stuff that near as well that can pop up. Just remember, it's the game of the dark future. Viewer discretion is advised. And with that, as I've done every session now, because I just want to be extra, song lyrics to contemplate going into tonight's session. With your feet on the air and your head on the ground, try this trick and spin it. Your head will collapse and there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? And as you ask yourself that question way out in the water, see it swimming, let us dive into tonight's installment of Tales of the Red, Drummer and the Whale.
Pieces out. He's just like,
oh, we're live. Hey, sorry guys. We're having our own side conversation before we play.
That's all right. It's live, kids. Do it.
It's live, everyone. Our intro. Night City, 2045, the time of the Red. Night City is huge. It's chaotic. It's disruptive. A city of opportunity. Some say it's the stuff that dreams are made of. Others say nightmares. You can be anything you want in Night City, just as long as you have the money or eddies to cover it. Night City is currently in a state of rebuilding. The ramifications of the Fourth Corporate War 20 years ago between Militech, a firearms manufacturer and distributor, and Arasaka, a company specializing in corporate security and various corporate sub-operations, are still being felt. The aftermath of the Fourth Corporate War cannot be understated. Its effects are still being felt today as the reconstruction of downtown Night City continues. How the hot zone surrounding it is a constant reminder of the bomb that obliterated Arasaka Towers, which, hilarious side note, because I did not know this, but apparently that took place in Cyberpunk lore on August 20th, 2023.
Yeah.
Wild bananas. Also the
Baby.
same day, legendary rocker boy Johnny Silverhand died. And how corporations are slowly but surely regaining their power over the populace. It is also the time of the Red, a title that exemplifies two things. One is a meteorological problem, as blood red skies bathe over the city around dusk and dawn. And whenever it rains, because of the literal tiny nuclear bomb that obliterated Arasaka Towers, anytime it rains, the residue coming out of the sky is greasy, slimy, and crimson. So yes, you have literal blood rain. And if there was a rocker boy in chat, there's nothing more apparently metal than that.
Rain blood, baby. Rain on blood.
Yeah, exactly. The second thing this title exemplifies is your roles. Whether you're a tech, a media, or a med tech, that role isn't just a role, it's what you are known for. It's what you do. It's what defines you. It's how you'll leave this mark on this city. And tonight is one of those stories that definitely can define you or potentially help build up your reputation. We'll find out. Speaking of rain, it's been raining for a week straight. The weather report keeps talking about the rain washing away the dirt and grime, but last night's caustic acid rain and the greasy blood rain the day before just made things dirtier. In times like these, a person needs a hobby to keep them sane. Luckily for you, a local fixer by the name of Rex Royal, with an E at the end, just got in touch. There's a client by the name of Drummer, looking for a crew to do some easy work down by the bay. Kind of sounds too good to be true, but then again, anything beats just sitting on the couch watching another rerun of Shiny and Chrome. As you make your way towards your destination, which I will reveal in a moment, let's go around the table and have everyone describe their character's appearance one by one, starting with our medtech, Nikita.
Okay, so Nikita is Nikita Mitra, street name Redtail. And I think the name comes from these tattoos, which happen to be in gang colors with such originality, are red and are kind of modeled after this red blood rain that is the identity of the most lucrative season for the gang. Nikita is always in spiky boots, regardless of what else is happening with the rest of the wardrobe, which is usually kind of, the rest of it is kind of like, you could mistake her for a mechanic most of the time, but even if everything else is like loose fitting, there are always these spiky calf length boots. You also see some evidence of tech on her person, but it is not, and some of it is standard med tech fare, but you also have some sense that the loose clothes are also covering up more than just flesh. Dramatic flourish.
KM.
Okay, yeah, man. Oh man, it's good. It's good to be back. No, there's a dude. I got kind of paler skin. I got a beard. I got these glasses. They look good. You can see yourself in them, so they must look good. What I'm saying. Wearing a black T-shirt. It says Black Death on it. Black Death. It's got a dude. I'm drinking. I got 2 drinks on me. One hand, I got a bottle of root beer, and the other, I'm drinking whatever the cheapest, biggest glass of cheap beer they got. I'm drinking it. I'm hammering it up. My hat says repent, because you all need to repent, man. You don't know how bad you have it right now. But I was taking it easy, man, enjoying the scene. We at a bar? Is that what we doing? What we doing? Where are we at? Are we at a bar?
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay, well, it don't matter where we at, 'cause I'm drinking. So that's what's good with me. I got a little bag with me on my back, hanging out, but just had a good time, you know? But yeah, you all look good because you can see yourselves in the glasses, man. That's what I'm saying. Just don't worry about it, all right?
Hickory.
Oh, and I have no visible tech implants. No visible
Oh,
implants.
visible tech. Good
No,
to
no
know.
implants you can see.
Noted. Hickory.
Hickory's like a slightly tanned white woman, about 5'4", but you'll see that she's always 5'5", with like huge platform boots, thick black platforms. She has short buzz cut hair that's neon green, and has one gray eye and one brown eye. And the gray eye has all this like silver on her skin around it to like indicate that is very clearly her cyber eye. She's not trying to hide it or anything. She's quite muscular, but usually that's kind of hidden between like a oversized black leather jacket and cargo pants. Everything's kind of loose, but like able to fit a lot of stuff in because she doesn't carry a bag with her. Everything's on her person all of the time. Yeah.
The Wretch. I just had to say
All
the Wretch
right,
because it just
the
sounds so cool.
Wretch. The Wretch is this lanky North Indian dude. Almost like whenever he is in public, he's wearing something face covering. Generally, a motorcycle helmet. Occasionally, his like when they're on a job, his actual armor jack. But he very little of him is actually visible at any point in time. He's got like full on leather gloves, long jacket, fully covered pretty much all the time, and there's like a trauma plate kind of on his chest with pressed hastily like scratched onto it. He has a whenever his face is visible, you can kind of see lines where like his skin was opened up to get some augmentations inside. On the back of his neck, there's a pretty elaborate set of augmentations for a brain dance recorder and memory chips and like an internal agent. And like kind of he's just sliding a new chip in preparation for whatever they're doing today. We are wherever we happen.
All of you convene at your destination that is wonderfully named Rusty's Dive Shack. It is a literal heap. The front of the bar is the recovered bridge and loading doors of an old IHAG container sub. The owners carved the rest out of a stack of containers welded together. As you all push through the creaking doors, you're hit by a wash of briny, beer-soaked air and the precocious shouting of dock workers, off-duty sailors, nomads, and pirates. Because pirates and everything just makes everything better. The bar takes up most of the downstairs, furnished with old tables and mess benches from commercial subs and ships. You can see a salvaged airlock, which looks like it leads into the dive shop, and an elevator which must go up to Rusty's private office. But one thing stands out like a neon sign. Toward the back of the bar, you spot a rather skinny-looking guy in an expensive corporate suit doing the worst possible job of being inconspicuous. Half the bar is watching a couple of sailors leaning on the guy, while a few others slip outside either to avoid what's coming or to get tooled up for it. One of the sailors puts his arm around the corp with a greasy smile. Why you here, money? Meeting someone? Hiring? Because I can use some cash. No, the corp tries his best to squirm out from under the burly man's arms, but gets blocked by a heavily tattooed person before he can finish his stuttered sentence. Yeah, Bucky is going to hire us, isn't he? The first guy gives the corp a hearty slap in the back, which completely sends him doubling over onto the floor. Maybe Bucky is a secret, you know? Maybe he's just trying to hide out and keep eyes out. what do you all do when you see this?
This guy, I don't ID him as our contact, right? We didn't catch.
I'm going to say, based off the info your fixer gave, they told you the guy's name was Drummer. He was a corp, and he did give you a photo of their face, and it is 100% that guy who just got doubled over onto the floor.
I go over and I kind of walk up and I got my glass bottle, my large glass bottle of booze, just to contribute to the smell of it all. And I go up the dude that kind of pat him on the back. There's one dude pat him on the back, right?
Yep.
Okay. I go, hey, what's up, man? What's going on here?
Just trying to get some nice, polite information.
Oh, I'll get some polite information. Well, you gotta be polite. Watch this. And I put my big bottle down. I go over to help. I keep my hand on. I don't drop the root beer. The root beer stays with me. And I lift the man up. I try to get him up.
You get him up. He's just like a sack of like potatoes, basically. Like this guy you could easily pick up and do whatever.
Oh, man, I kind of move around. I go, yeah, all right, hey man, I think my buddy right here. We gonna go have a time, man. What you guys drinking? I pick it back up my drink and I keep on drinking it.
You can just smell it. Whatever they're drinking, it's awful. It's like think of the worst.
I love it.
The worst beer ever.
I am drinking the worst beer ever right now myself. Honestly, like probably like it's like cheap convenience store crap. Right, I can start naming name brands from our real world, but I'm not going to because it's not that kind of show. And so I go up and I go out. Hey, bartender man. Hey, whatever these guys drinking, man, on me. You get another round on me. Keep it friendly.
What I'm gonna have you do, if everyone else is okay with Cam leading that, can you either, depending on which one you feel fits best, do you want to make a persuasion check or a bribery check?
I
would say bribery because it sounds like bribery.
I'm actually a lot better at bribery. Yeah.
Yeah, roll bribery.
Okay, man, let's do this. All right, I roll the D10 and I add the whole number, the big number.
So you roll a D10, and on the character sheet you add the stat that the skill is associated with, plus the level and the skill.
All right, I got a.
And if you get a 10, if you roll a 10 on your D10, roll that 10 again and add that second on top.
But I got a total of a 16.
Oh, these guys, the minute you say, drinks basically are on the house from you, they just give you the best smile. They leave this guy alone. They're like, you know what? We like you. You're great. Yeah.
And these guys, they look like pirates a little bit.
They just look like burly dock workers or pirates. It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay, man. I go, and after I get the drinks, man, I go, hey, man, it's all good, dude. My grandpa was a Raiders fan, and I walk away.
And they just walk forward. They scratch their head for a second. They're like, "Hey, you got his drinks," and they just go up and grab the drinks.
Anyways, and I let the others. I try to keep these guys distracted while they while the rest of the crew goes and takes our buddy here to safety.
Yeah, Hickory's walking to a booth.
The person you see in front of you, because obviously I'm going to say you all kind of got a photo of the guy, but at the same time, descriptions are great, and they should be. Dark hair, almost black, but not really. Very sort of not gaunt, but just very narrow face. Bit of a tan to their skin. They are wearing, this is going to be funny because it's the artwork I'm looking at and it's the thing it makes me think of. They are wearing what could best be described as a Cowboy Bebop Spike Spiegel suit in terms of how the lapel is. Like it's a diagonal lapel attached to the suit, which respect, good fashion choice. And as I mentioned, Cam just kind of picked them up like a sack of potatoes. They went to the next, nearest seat, just sat down as you obviously approach Hickory to just check in on them. Thank you. That was terrifying.
How you doing?
And I think the Wretch kind of drops in kind of out of nowhere into the next seat. And the rest of you would be used to this, but there's this moment as he looks at Drummer that the others are used to where it takes him a minute to realize, oh, this is a human being with some level of interiority of and there's just this moment where you can tell he only really sees this person as a source of utility before that kicks in as he goes, right, we're being human right now. Done. And he kind of slides the visor back and reveals a kind of unassuming, vaguely charismatic face with nothing behind the eyes at the moment. And he goes, Drummer, right?
And I tap Drummer on the chest. And I was, don't worry, man. The first time I thought it was going to be a tragedy in there too.
Hi, are you all good?
Oh, I was just going to say, Nikita drops into the seat next to the Wretch and just does like a little drum roll on the table.
I'm standing. I want to be standing.
Nikita
too.
doing that just makes him smile in a way that he wasn't expecting to, because he just like, oh, of course, I've had people do that before. It's always humorous. I'm taking it near my contacts from Rex, the fixer, he, like hired for the job.
Yep.
Mhm,
That's us.
us.
Alright.
Oh, thank
the
God.
dream team.
And he looks around the room
Mhm.
and he's just like, we can talk here if you want. We can go somewhere else. It's entirely up to you. I clearly am a fish out of water, but if you want, we could, get a drink and then talk about it. He looks like he's so nervous and he's like ready to collapse.
Ain't no thing, man. The people here, they're gonna like you sooner or later, man. It's all good. He's gotta be cool to them, man. See how it's cool to those people is all good. We ain't gonna have a problem. It's all good.
Exactly. Do what you just said.
And I'm still.
I'm fine with here. Either things go to.
Oh, sorry. Go on. Sorry.
I'm fine with here. Either things go well or I get some footage. Either works for me.
Yeah, man.
Content is king.
Yeah, man. And I'll say, all right, I'm gonna so like in this place, like I'll be clear, like Nate, this place is a shithole, right? Like it's fucking rough.
Oh, this place is a dive. Like, take a dive
Literally
bar.
called
It's
a
below
dive
the
shop.
dive.
So,
Yeah, like this is a
I'm
dive
gonna,
bar
like-
below a dive bar.
I'm gonna drink the rest of my drink, smash the glass on the floor, and just go get another one.
Trevor just looks at you like, huh. But everyone else is probably just like, yeah, that's
I'm just trying to fit in, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to fit in.
Fit in the vibe.
That's all I'm doing. So yeah, I go up and I'll bring back like some cheap drinks for everybody too. But yeah, it's all on me. I'll have a good time.
Drummer looks to you, Hickory and Nikita, and just
The sane ones.
he kind of goes on what I'm going to describe as like this. It sounds like a tangent of sorts, where it's like he's talking like very scientifically tech related, and I'm not going to do it because doing that would just be impossible on my end, because that would just sound like I'm talking way too fast. So what I'm going to do instead is, if both of you want to do this, and it's the most random of rolls, but make a cryptography roll. for me.
Ooh, okay.
Photography, yeah.
And again, it's the
Fun.
stat that's associated with them on the sheet, plus the level next to it, and then the D10 roll on top of that. But also, I think you're both rolling it on the app, which if you don't have the app, it's great, guys.
I rolled a 15.
Nice.
15.
Oh, I got a 10.
Ooh,
We roll that again.
blow it
Yep,
up.
roll that again.
Blow
Only
it up.
roll it
Got a
once
1.
again, yeah.
So that's an 18.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It still
Hot-handed
sounds like
dice.
he's talking nonsense, but you can kind of tell, like, okay, whatever this is, this guy's a tech nut. So either he's a tech or a net runner. And he's just kind of babbling, and then he realizes that you're both kind of looking at him like, this is going to sound
Like
random.
eyes glazed.
Yeah, exactly. Like, or my favorite, it's like a dog just stares at someone and they tilt their head ever so slightly out of
Yeah.
confusion.
Yeah. And both of us
Oh.
like tilt our heads towards each other to be like,
Yeah.
what is he talking about?
Buddy there, you want to say that in simpler terms?
Right. Sorry. Difficult sometimes being around. Yes. There's a submarine cargo container somewhere in South Night City's beach or seawall area, or at least there should be. I want you to go find it. I know there are lots of wrecked containers in Morrow Bay, but this one should stand out. It'll be brand new. It's big carbon resin thing with new paint and no logos. I don't have any photos, or I'd share them. I don't really even care what happens to the contents, but I need any information you can get from it that would help figure out where it came from. RFID chips, barcodes, serial numbers, anything. I can pay each of you 500 for doing that.
Yeah, man. I kind of with this as I walk back to the drinks and I put down 5 of these like large containers of like, malt liquor basically. I mean, it's like it's rough stuff, guys. It's like it does not look. It's cloudy. Like there's like stuff floating in it, and like you're not sure if it was ever actually truly sealed in the bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like it was.
Drummer just like taps it and it's just like, no. It's like, thank you, but no thanks.
Oh man, come on, dude. I'll let you be cool, man. All right.
For anyone
Yeah,
watching, this is
you-
not what we mean by homebrew. Anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
As
sounds-
you're leaving those drinks on there, you notice that 3 of like the people who had walked out originally when they first saw those, like that group heckling this guy,
Mhm.
start walking forward, and they're just like kind of just they don't look like they're here to play nice. They look like they're looking exactly directly at him, like they're ready to grab drummer and shake him for everything he's worth.
I like go, I got my this second drink's hit me. I'm gonna hit the head. I'm gonna hit the bathroom here, and I start walking for the bathroom.
Yeah.
I leave my glass there that I was drinking, and then like one of the dudes, I just hit him in the side of the head with the root beer bottle. Now I should mention. Now I want to be clear about this root beer bottle.
Mhm.
Can I talk about the root beer bottle?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. We call it the Ed 98 because that's about how much it costs to make one of these things. It's actually an empty bottle that I spray painted the inside black, and I then filled with concrete and put a nickel rod inside of it.
My God.
And I smashed this dude. I have concealed. It's like a concealed mace according to game terms, and I smashed one of the dudes in the back of the head with it before I even I let him know what's up.
Oh, nice.
You know what? Screw it. Roll brawl.
Yeah, man.
I'm not even gonna roll evasion. That's so like they don't see that coming.
Y'all wonder why I walk around with a bottle of root beer.
And this is probably where drummer just has this moment where all of you see this happen, and his mouth just goes.
And as I say this, I say, "Hey, Wretch, get this!" And like, so I
yeah, Wretch immediately like starts recording, slams his visor down, and is much more animated. He is now thrilled.
I got a 15 on that, man.
I mean, I'm gonna say that hits. So roll the damage dice associated. Okay, so
do I add anything?
What's your body stat?
My body stat. Oh, I'm a big boy. I have a 6.
Roll 2d6 for me.
All right. I didn't do
at this point, drummer just looks at Nikita and Hickory like,
I got a 5 on that.
Like this? You got a 5? Okay.
Yeah, I got a 5 on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is fairly standard.
All right, Wretch. All right, Wretch head, says Wretch as he stands up. We've got a quick one for you today. I'm only seeing 3 of them, so this should take, I don't know, 20 seconds, 30 tops. But hey, if you're in for a dose of good old ultraviolence for your night, I've got some coming for you.
This is like 80% of his content these days.
It's true.
Oh my God.
It's called
You know
brand.
where
And
the
as I said at the
sponsors
top
are,
of the
yeah.
session, I appreciate a chaos group. God damn, you smack this guy like on the back of the head just to get clarification.
Yeah. Back of the neck, whatever I can
You know
catch,
what?
man.
I'm going to go against what the rules would say in this because I just don't feel like this would make any sense if I followed the rules in this. You completely clock this guy out, and his 2 friends are just looking at you like, what the fuck?
I let out a when I hit him. Like, I mean, I exclaimed, and then like I look at his boys and like if they put their eyes on me, the Wretch is gonna get him. They go after the Wretch, I'm gonna get him. So like they know what's up.
This is going to sound weird. Can you also roll for me? And this is for both you and Wretch. Roll it like, I think, intimidation. I'm pretty sure it's intimidation bad or persuasion. I swear
intimidation's under persuasion. Could I?
Or maybe you can do either intimidation or persuasion as a funny way of putting it, I guess. Because I'm just like, I don't know.
What is intimidation under? There's interrogation.
That's what I think it's probably actually it'd be do either. Sorry, brain broke because it's been a while too. Either persuasion or the one you just said, John. Because
interrogation.
I'm good interrogation because in my mind it could fit under like this is kind of a form of threatening, like back off.
Oh, that's a 10. And then I rolled again.
I got plus 14 for persuasion, so if you want to use my benefit.
Yeah, I
want you both to roll.
I rolled interrogation, and I got a total. I got the 10, then I got a 6, and I got a plus 9, so I got 25 on this dude.
Okay.
I got an 8 plus 14, so I got 22 total.
Just kill them straight out.
All right, can I ask a question, Nate? I want to ask a question. Are these dudes holding anything? Are they holding anything? The two standing still?
They were holding. Okay, so in the middle of that, before you smashed their friend in the head with concrete from the ball, they were both holding basically like these really shitty pistols that you can tell just looking at them as a tech that you're like, that is the crappiest quality I've ever seen. And the minute you clock their friend in the head, they both just drop them and stare at the two of you like, you know what? Not worth it.
Well, we ain't done, man. No, I tell them we're not done, man. Empty them pockets. All of it out. It's mine. Get it. Put it out. Pockets right now. Mine.
Literally all. And they literally do that. All they drop out is their crappy heavy pistols, and I mean like they are
Yeah.
garbage. They drop out pistol ammo, which is very heavy pistol ammo, which is nice. And the only other things they have on them are like cheap disposable phones.
I take the phones. That's worth something.
Yep, and they're just crap. Like
I
want to be
the,
funny because I always like doing this in games. If anyone asks for a cell phone, it's like they're just like old tech Blackberries.
That's fine. That's all good. No, I just kick their guns under our table and be like, all right, man, go have a good night. And then I just go back to the table.
Are the pistols Gunmart? I have to ask.
No, but they're just like you could both look at them and you're just like, whoever made that should be ashamed of themselves.
Like made out of old
toilet
quality. So, yeah, they're made out of old toilet parts.
So the Wretch is gonna grab the pistols and kind of like look at them so they're on screen for whoever his viewers are. Just go,
oh yeah,
look at these pieces of crap. Look,
and then
if you're not even gonna use your gun in a fight, you might as well get something with some respect to it. And that's why
you're technically streaming right now, right?
Sponsored by Gunmart.
And I go up while he's doing
like
this,
200 people watching, and they're all giving you like emojis of like hell yeah.
And while the Wretch is doing this, I go up and I grab the Wretch by the sides of his helmet, and I look right into it, like his eyes, like it's a camera, because it probably is. And I'm like, that shit make you laugh? You want more of that, guys?
Drummer again is looking at Nikita and Hickory like,
Gunmart, you out there watching, man?
We go somewhere else.
You got my digits. And I say, Gunmart, you got my digits, man. Check it out. I got a new phone. You got a new phone. You call me right here on this new one right here. It's all good, okay, buddy? Right here. And I display it up and like I'll let it blow up or whatever it needs to do. I'll let everybody know my number, no problem. The new number I got.
At this point, Hickory puts a hand on the table and said, like we said, the dream team.
Yep. This doesn't even constitute as an overcorrection in their general range.
Nah, man, we ain't even in charge of this yet, man. It's all good. It's all in the house.
Yeah. This is what you might call an amuse-bouche.
Taste of power.
He's like, you know what? As long as you're willing to help me, I'm fine with it. And he's looking around the room now, and you can just tell all the eyes now are on all of you. And he's like, I think we should go somewhere else just to chat.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because as much as that was, he says it in a very heavily anxiety tone. Exciting. We should probably talk elsewhere so we don't cause any more problems. And he just gets up and starts to try and walk away.
I'm gonna stand next to him.
You heard the
protection.
You heard the guy, gang. This has been lovely. I'll get back you in the stream later when we can get you some more of that stuff you love. Taps the back of his neck to end the stream.
I'll follow him. I'm assuming outside the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for the record, I love all this. You go to another like open area that's farther away from that bar. Again, like I said, it's like carved out of what was like an old submarine that has like container crates welded into it. So it's just this weird image of like industrial tech, I guess is the best way to put it. He kind of leads you towards a spot that's kind of looking out over Night City's waterfront, which not the prettiest thing in the world. Like the water has clear hints of blue in it here and there, but also it's still kind of recovering from the shit that went down 20 years ago when there was the Fourth Corporate War. So it's just one of those, like, you can go in the water if you want, you just got to be smart about it. And he just waits for the four of you to catch up with him before he starts again going over like, yeah, it's just this, I don't know how to explain it. It's just more of, I just want to see if you can find one of these containers. It'd be very, very important for my work if you're able to just see whatever you can salvage off it. Again, I don't care what's in there in terms of like raw materials. I just want numbers, barcodes, chips, anything you can find that can let me trace something, basically.
I'm down to
This is a sort of job that might have a mysterious and, let's say, potentially megacorp-aligned sort of folk less than pleased with us over what we may or may not find in that container.
Sounds good to me. And then he pulls his agent out and he like flicks it up and it sends you directions of where he wants you all to go. It's a section of South Night City. It's basically more or less it's the beach or like the beach wall. And I would say if you all want to give me a local expert check, you may, just to see how much you might know about that area.
All right,
I'll actually be open with the DV on that. I would say like DV 13.
Oh, I got a 14 easy on that one. I got Night City.
12,
14 now.
17.
Oh,
Oh, nice. Rolling.
I got a
good.
1. I got to
Oh,
roll
man.
it again.
Oh yeah, if you roll 1, you minus the second number.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's now 5.
Damn.
Hickory, you
Damn.
just got through a situation that you're like, you know what? I'm used to that because it's happened before, but also, god damn it.
Damn tourist.
Yeah, tank tourist. Everyone else, you know South Night City, the beach area. It's not the cleanest beach. It can be. There's parts of it that are open like a regular, like your regular normal beach where you just have a place to sit down, relax. This though is more like just imagine there's a lot of stuff and random containers that have washed up to shore everywhere. Like it's, for all intents and purposes, it's kind of littered with just stuff. So finding what he's asking for is kind of almost, it could potentially be a needle in a haystack. You just don't know yet.
Ain't no thing, man. You can find it. All right, find it, man.
Yeah, if you find anything and he again flicks his agent and you get like his contact info, it's like just contact me directly. I'll meet up with you, or you can bring the item to me.
Give me a second, man. Hey, give me a second. It's a new phone.
Oh,
right, I got it.
God, yes. Oh, that's so good. I could not have thought of that. That's so great.
Oh, one question. Why do you want this?
Whoa,
Like, I don't usually ask,
I don't want to
but-
get personal to
Yeah.
man. I don't even know his business.
Yeah.
If you bring
Okay.
the items to me, I can probably explain it better. I'm still a little shaken over someone getting smashed in the head with a concrete
Fair.
bottle. That was so interesting
wasn't
and
that
also
bad. He
terrifying.
didn't even die.
He didn't.
Yeah,
I
he didn't
mean,
die. I can tell you for sure he ain't dead.
No.
I
he
should.
did not
I also
die.
want to. I do want to mention about my character. My highest stat is concealment. Like by far. Like he all has no clue. Like what I'm carrying on me is terrifying. That was the taste.
oh my God.
The taste of root beer.
I mean, the power of root beer right there.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
got the
he
bite. You remember
just-
that one? You got the bite. Sorry.
You're all good. He gives you again contact info and just kind of says, like, again, whenever you find, just let me know. And he
Okay.
nervously starts walking off, even though he's like now very much taking in his surroundings, but like, I don't want to be jumped by anyone. And then they eventually get in a vehicle and drive off.
All right, man. Get that cab. It's all good. All right, cool. Hey, all right. So, which one of you got a boat? We go. Is it out in the ocean or is it on the or is it on the shore?
Beach on the shore.
Okay, man.
On the
Yeah, which one you got a boat?
okay.
No.
I got a boy I could call, but like I got to call him up.
I mean, we could find a boat.
Yeah.
All right, find a boat. Yeah.
That
Okay.
should be
All right.
cool.
You want me to go get a boat? I'll get you guys a boat. What kind of boat you want? What do you want? You want a
We
yacht?
don't need- oh,
You want some kind of?
Jesus.
find the thing, and then we find the boat.
We gotta get the boat
Like
to
a
get out there
getaway.
though.
I mean, we can just go to the beach, right? Like it's
Yeah, but
you
the
can
thing's
just
in
go
the
to
middle
the
of the
beach
ocean
directly.
though.
Whoa.
You're trying to get like a getaway vehicle as a boat?
Well, I thought we had to take a boat out to the thing because it's in the middle of the bay.
He
No.
was specifying it's on the beach. He
Oh, it's
wants
on
you
the
to go
beach.
search it
Okay.
yourself.
It's on the
Okay.
beach, yeah.
I like
Yeah, I
the
wanna
boat
steal a
though
boat, I
idea
don't know.
though.
We
I mean, if you want to
the
pursue a
boat
boat,
is a
All right,
yeah, the
I'm
boat
gonna
is
get a
a
boat.
scenic
Okay.
way to get
Yeah.
to the
All right,
thing.
so
There you go.
we catch
Also
a
a good backup plan.
we catch a cab or whatever. We need to go out to the docks, out to some random old docks, and then go find some boats they got out there. I don't need anything too fancy.
I love that our idea of surreptitious is let's Uber to the location and let's find the place. Be like, what are
Big
we
ass
gonna
city.
do?
I'm not walking.
That's
But then
true.
again, all right.
I mean,
Fair.
to be clear, I am going to be live streaming most of this off. Surreptitious.
oh yeah, and you have all your fans are just like, this is fucking awesome.
Never said it had to be secret. So
That's true.
Would you
Did
call your
not
fans
everyone-
wretches, by the way?
Yeah, I call my fans the
Aw,
wretched.
man. That's awesome.
love
I
that.
love it.
If
So
if you want, you can
Alright, so I
contact,
wanna
you
go
can
find
call
a
an
boat.
Uber. My favorite thing with Uber, in my opinion, in this world is you can either have it be a flatland vehicle or it could be like a flying
gonna
Aragon, which is just like
flatland it.
think like a DeLorean that can fly in the air.
I busted my budget on those drinks back there. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and
You can also walk.
no,
We're a social media influencer here. We're not paying for the Uber.
Oh, no, we won't pay for the Uber. We ain't paying for the boat. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we get the boat. We go to the boat. I want to go to the docks, and I want to find like a boat that's like decent shape. That's like not like great shape. Doesn't need a yacht or something like that. It just needs to be like functional. You know, I can get me from point A to point B. I don't want to row it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want like to have a nice day.
Oh yeah, we don't want a dinghy.
I want a nice afternoon.
No.
Yeah, I want a nice afternoon. Something that's not going to puncture. You know?
Things I never thought I'd be having to figure out in Cyberpunk. Finding a boat. Can you? God, oh, I love this. I'm gonna say, because this seems weird to me. Pilot sea vehicle.
Pilot sea vehicle to find one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to make it weird.
I've actually
This is already a weird
good
section, and I'm
pilot
all for
sea
it.
vehicle.
That's a 14.
That's a 2.
Dude.
It's a 10.
That's a 10, so that explodes.
Oh.
That's a 26.
All right, man.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
Okay, I have a perfect
One of
idea
you-
if you're up
All
for
right,
it.
so
Pilot
One of the
sea
wretched-
vehicle is inexplicably reflexive.
I was just gonna say that. No, that's what I was gonna say. Is one of the wretches is like, yo, Wretch,
here's my boat.
Wretch, and you get this private message of
Yeah.
saying, look, I got
He
a
drops
boat for you.
coordinates.
If you want it, it's right outside the dock where you're going.
Yeah.
Probably take it. It's
Yeah.
all yours.
Hell
Happy to
yeah,
help.
brother.
All right. And like I'm walking backwards in front of Wretch, and I'm like pointing at the thing, like which one is it and everything. Is it this one right here? All right, and I go and I like get on it, like I own it.
You know which one it is exactly because Wretch, you totally would have merch, and they have a sticker with your logo on it
Yeah.
right on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna say
Brandon,
he
baby.
keeps trying to get us to wear his t-shirts.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. The
You're like-
KM line's coming soon. I gotta get my printer. My boy Double O, he's got to get on top of it, but he's behind. He's behind on the printing. But hey, I get on the boat and I go over and like you guys just see me pull out of my pocket on my cargo pants. I pull this like giant ring of keys out, and I start going through them. And I pull one off, and I'm like, all right, I think this is it. And I go in and I go try to start the boat up.
Again, roll pilot sea vehicle.
Oh, can I roll like something like break electronic, like a security thing?
Oh
or
yeah,
tick
do
or
you
something?
actually? That's a very fair point. Touche. Can you roll then electronic security check?
Electronic security check. Yes, I can, sir. That would be a
You probably
18.
should. That should be good for you.
Yeah, it's
Is it?
18. Yeah.
Oh yeah, then you find the right key off
Yeah.
the first
All
guy.
right, it's mine.
And
I'll
so
vote now. Yeah.
While
Okay.
AM is getting this started, the Wretch is kind of gonna like get onto the bow, looking like back at the rest of the boat, and go, "Do not worry, wretches, or get worried, wretches. We're
And I
going
rev
to
the engine when he
return
says that. I
this
rev the
thing
engine.
in the worst possible condition.
All right.
Do
If
that,
at
and
all
then
possible,
KM,
this will get covered in blood."
Okay.
and you do that, and KM just ignites like the vehicle alive, and you just go right into Night City Bay.
Yeah. All right, man. I start
Your
putting-
destination, as mentioned, is basically like the South Night City area. So the best way to describe the map is it's kind of like San Francisco a little bit in terms of there is a mainland area that is only connected by bridges. You're in that area on the southwest side, basically of South, that is called South Night City. When you start, again, I did not picture a boat for this, so I love this. When you're in your boat, some of you probably take a second to look at the water. The water is not clean. The water is far from clean. You can tell off in the distance, there are ways that they're pouring in the water and finding ways to, purify it, make it clean, drinkable, and all that. But what you see is a mixture of sometimes clear, sometimes milky, sometimes opaque, just can't see the bottom. What you see off in the distance, though, is you see a beach area, and it's just littered with like containers and trash heaps everywhere. And it's not just like a small section, it goes on for like 1 to 2 miles, or to help out with those who are not in the US, I believe it would be like 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers almost
Yeah,
worth of
something like that.
space. Keep me in check on this. I'm probably off because I know that my numbers are off. So it's probably just 1.5 kilometers. I know I'm probably wrong, but it's just a large amount of like space where you're just like, holy crap, I didn't know there was that much
Oh,
trash.
shit.
Oh, I knew there was that much trash. Yeah, man,
Well, of course, you're on tech.
Well, no, because I took a bunch of it out of that bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this into his camera and everything too, man. Like I'm like hella ribbon into it. I'm trying to become a star. You know what I'm saying? Like
There's a reason your name is KM. You belong on Cam.
no, it's KM because I break out my ring and I go because I'm the key master. Everything opens up sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? Like I get through whatever they got, no problem. No one
Well-
keeps, no one keeps me out.
A great
So far, we've
dive.
seen.
Yeah, through the worst of night cities, seaboard crash right now.
We are in this holiday destination.
Mhm.
If you as
Open
we're
it up.
walking, like Nikita's also like getting into the streaming mode. Like on your right, you see the masterpiece by his royal genius Duchamp, the famous architect. Over there, that trash heap has a particular how do we say, aroma that we can all appreciate. And then if we go straight, maybe we get to our destination. Yes.
All right.
Hmm.
Hey, Wretch, man, I need you to do me a favor, though, man. You gotta put them blurs up on the when we get to that container. You can't be broadcasting the containers like barcodes, man. Yeah, we gotta keep that one under wraps.
That's true.
All right, man. So put that little edit filter on, man. You know, I don't like to censor nobody, but it's money.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually,
like
related,
a
Wretch,
root
do you
beer filter
actually
on.
do that? Will you actually do that?
Absolutely.
Okay. I just want to write it down just to make sure. Okay.
Fraud.
I'm going to say, to make this interesting, you have, because the beach is so big, I'm going to split it up into, it is divided into 6 sections. What you will all do is give me a perception check.
Perception.
We'll start off with the first section. You kind of go one at a time, slowly, like
Yeah, go up
not
the
like
coast.
literally stop and go, but more like you drive by or drive
Coast.
by,
Just coast it.
coast by.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like, you're not driving by. That's
Well,
just
I mean,
sounds
we're
like
driving a boat. I mean, whatever. You know.
yeah, technically.
It's
15.
Yeah, let me
two-dimensional
know what you-
driving.
Oh, yeah, perception check from everyone.
15.
I also got a 15.
Yeah, 15 here. Not my best.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, right there. Ooh,
That's up
15.
there. All right.
All got 15.
Wow.
Consistent.
must
That's
be a
actually never
thing,
happened
right?
before.
I
in a
rolled-
game,
I
and
rolled like
love that.
garbage,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
That must
Consistency.
be a thing.
You stop the boat, you pull it up, kind of get off the beach because you thought you see something. The minute you step out, as I mentioned, the water is just nasty. Like,
Hmm.
ugh, it is thick. It feels oily. And then you start realizing when you get off the boat for a second to look around, your clothes are stained because of it. And it's the type of thing where you try to brush it off and you're realizing, like, oh, it's not going away. Like, it's just stuck on your clothes now. So you just all kind of look at each other, and then you take a second to look at the water and realize that oily, disgusting substance stretches all the way out as far as your eye can see
Oh,
down
yeah.
the beach. So
yeah,
if
man.
you basically what I'm saying is, no matter what, if you touch the water, that stuff's getting on your clothes, and it's
Well,
not.
I was gonna see if the boat had any like fisher pants, like fisherman pants type thing, where I could like
Give me a again perception check.
perception check. All right, man. I'll do a lot better. Oh, I did a lot better on that one. I got a 18 on that one.
You find 2 pairs of fisherman pants,
Okay, man. Yeah, I put those on. If not,
and they
I'll
are like
rig some-
ragged. They're not the best quality. They're a bit ragged, but they could
Well,
probably
here's
be
the
done.
thing. Once again, as an adhesive enthusiast, I bring out one of my either duct tape or super glue, whichever I feel is most appropriate, if not both, my friend. And
Do you have duct tape in your inventory?
hell yeah, I do. I
Okay,
got
just
I
double
got 5
checking.
rolls.
That's all. You're
5
okay.
rolls of
Just
that
wanted
and
to
10
double check.
tubes, baby. I'm ready to stick it up. So yeah. Yeah, no, I make sure it's all good. Yeah.
Sweet. Just want to make sure.
Oh yeah, I have all stuff. Yeah, so I go in, I make sure they're all tightened up. They're not gonna come loose or anything. Give them like nice, everything. I don't know who wants to volunteer though. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say I was gonna wear these, but
Who else wants the other pair? I'm good.
you guys know
Well,
about
I've kind of got to go down there.
You
I've
gotta
get
go.
footage for
Exactly,
the
man. You
people.
gotta go. It's your show, dude. You're the show, man. But who's gonna be the
On the
second
camera.
banana?
We got to
I
take
just
this
love the
investigation to the
idea.
common people.
I just love the idea of like both of you wearing like the fisherman
Mhm.
pants
Yeah,
and with the shades, just
Yeah.
like
Hey, I
Waddling
said
through.
we're gonna have a nice
Yeah.
relaxing time on the water. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it easy.
yep.
What you do is obviously you both put those on. You look great. fashion is smashing. I'm not going to ask for a fashion check because that is a thing in this game. For now, you're good. The first location you're all at, you take a second with I'm going to go off the 15s that you all got. First section, you look around. It's just, again, it's a lot of trash. It's just stuff coming in from the bay, the water, stuff that you even see people who are probably walking by off in the distance and they just like fling stuff into the trash. And you're just like, really? Like, come on, man. You then move on to the next section, which, again, roll a perception check for me, please.
17.
Absolutely.
17.
That would be a 26.
Hey.
Whoa.
Or my higher stats too.
10.
20.
God damn. Nice job, everyone. This one, again, the water is just disgusting. It's that type of thing where you're just like, even with the fisherman like attire on to help out, it's just like, I want to get the heck out of this stuff as quick as possible. You find the area you go to, it's not so much trash heaps, it's like, of all things, these washed up like truck containers that just somehow made it to the shore, but no one has opened them. So it's one of those ones where it's just like, who the hell lost a whole shipping container? That's just weird. You take a second, you find one that's like maybe lightly opened, and you find inside a very small in terms of the size of the shipping container, but you find one that's like sort of like a crate or like a regular like 3 or 4 foot or like probably like 3 or 4 foot wide container, about like 2 or 3 feet tall.
Is it the one we're looking for, or is it like just there?
You give me a basic tech check.
Sure. Was I just roll tech for that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can roll your tech for that. So that means you would add your tech level plus D10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. It's a 0. And
That's...
a 18 plus 7, so 25.
Ooh.
I'm the tech, baby.
Fun context. I have a friend who, in my home game, he's also a tech, and he had like basic tech at like, I believe 16, and I didn't know he did that. And I was just like, every roll is going to be great. So I love this for you. I'm so happy. You take a second, and it's clear as day that this is the one you're looking for, because of all the containers you're looking at, all of them just, again, strong language, everyone watching. This container is around you. They all look like shit.
Yeah.
This one is like carbon black, very sleek.
Nice.
And the minute you touch it, it has like tiny little digital sound notes it's giving off. But you haven't opened it yet, basically.
All right.
Yeah,
Bring it back on board, man.
And we're supposed to get like RFID reads and stuff off of this, right? That's kind of the job we're
doing.
doing. All
right.
right.
Find, basically.
Yeah, bring it back on the ship, man. I'll go scan it out.
Yeah, let's get that back onto the ship, and then we do have to satisfy the viewers. Let's peel a couple of these other crates open and just see what's inside.
Oh, an unboxing.
Just like the other big ones.
Yeah, man. I tossed my
exactly. It's just a big public unboxing, and if any of the viewers want the stuff in here, we're not going to be taking most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, come and get it.
There's only so much we can carry.
And we'll put a couple bits in the boat as a gift for the dude who loaned us.
There you go, man. Yeah, man. We need some giveaway material for future streams.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna throw Wretch. with my hooligan tool.
Excellent.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna try and pry a couple of these containers open enough so that A, we can grab anything that's neat, and B, any viewers who come down here afterwards can loot at will.
You know what? If you're basically using like a crowbar, right?
Yeah, hooligan tool.
As weird as this is gonna sound weird, and I want to go with it because sometimes this game just makes me want to do that. I will give you an option. You can either use basic tech or use brawling to open it.
I will happily
open like the random shipping containers that you're just like, we're just gonna do an unboxing live, man.
Yeah, my brawling is absolutely monstrous. So yeah, that's a 9 on the die plus 15, so that's 24. Yeah, like
I got 18 to help you.
Nice.
I got 30.
You'll have a good time, man.
I just go, smash.
Okay, you're doing 30. This is how I need to illustrate, because that's incredible, and I hope you know that's incredible because that doesn't happen that often. You just see Wretch like just about to get it open, but then Nikita, you walk up and you're like, watch this, and you just one arm it. Bam.
My root beer.
Yeah. I'm going to say,
Damn.
because why not? Inside this, you just find, of all things, just a bunch of dirty, like, urban flash clothing. Like, nothing exciting. It's like someone clearly lost their shipping container for product they were supposed to be selling downtown. And it's all just, again, now it's covered in oily black substances.
I mean, is it like
You heard
is
it
it
here
like a,
first, folks. If you want the grossest urban flash in Night City, come on down to the beach and grab some. And buddy, for the boat, he just grabs a big handful of it. 3 free sacks. He's gonna grab a bunch of this to take back to the boat and leave the rest for whoever decides to come down here and grab it.
Limited edition unboxing
Your
giveaway
your
from
stream fans
the
are just
Wretch.
like, hell yeah, I want that crappy stuff.
all right, man. So I got this. I want to take a look at this box. We got back on board now. I want to take a look
Yep.
at it and get the scans off it and everything like that too, man. What am I picking up from it?
You give me 1 second on that. Because I want to still Wretch, do you actually bring that stuff back on board, or at least some of it, just to check?
Just some of it, yeah. Like, I'm not taking all of it because I do want to leave some here for whoever comes in
You
afterwards.
look,
but
you
just-
drop it down on the boat, and you look at your hands, and your hands are just stained.
You nasty dude.
It's like you had like ink run all over your hands.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
just make sure the stream gets a nice good view of what I've done to my hands. It'll
Yeah.
buff out.
I was gonna ask if, because we would both have like med tech bags, if one of us could kind of like, well, wear gloves so as to not get this greasy weird
Oh
crap
yeah,
on us.
100%. You have gloves,
And-
100%.
And also then take kind of like scrapings, almost like a metallic electronic biopsy,
Hmm.
just to put into, because I mean that if we don't get anything off the RFID or whatever scans, then we will get something off the origin of the stuff.
100%. You do that with, you don't not need to roll for that, because I think that's amazing and was wonderfully said. You do exactly that to the T. And it's one of those things where I like, maybe everyone kind of take a second and notice how delicately you're doing it too. And it's just like perfect execution.
And I say, hey, Wretch, I need my hooligan tool back.
Right, I'll send it back
So I
over.
catch it. And I look down. I look down this thing and start just like I pull the numbers and I photograph it as best I can and I get all the images off it that were asked for. Maybe scan I can get off of it.
Yeah, as you bring that container on board, you kind of assume like there's got to be a lot of stuff on this thing, and yet you only pull up a single barcode on a very simple RFID chip located next to the container's hatch. The
Mhm.
thing that does catch your eye, though, is you notice that there's a built-in hand crank that you find that was hidden that can open it up if you want.
I've got
Hmm.
radiation detection. Am I picking
Yes,
up
you do.
anything?
You are not. It is clean.
Okay.
All right.
I'll just
And
give you
it's
guys
like-
a
It did
nod
go
of
off
approval.
once and again very quietly when you were on the beach, but it wasn't enough where you're like, we're fine.
Can I I want to pick it up and I want to shake it like a Christmas present and listen to it a little bit.
You know what,
I mean,
would
it's
say
not
you could do that.
radioactive. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Woo,
not
safety
radioactive.
protocols.
You worry about radioactivity, you got that water, you nasty. All right, so
Is it explosive? We'll find out. No, I'm kidding. You shake it. It doesn't.
It
You
survived
don't
getting
hear
to
a
the
noise.
beach through this crate. Like it's gotta be shaking. That needs to be the least I can do.
Everyone. Everyone, look for your second character sheets. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit.
You
I'm trying to
take a
examine
second
it. I'm
to
trying to
shake
do-
it.
I'm trying to do some examination, see if there's a trap or anything. So I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, you shake it. Doesn't really make a noise, so it's probably soundproof on the inside or outside, depending on the way of looking at it. So we have no idea. It doesn't feel excessively heavy. Like it's just one of those, like you pick it up, you're like, okay, there's a bit of weight to this, but also not like, oh my God, there's something massive in here.
All right, can I all right, I'm gonna see what kind of lock does it have on it?
Literally, as described, it's just a hand crank. Like there's a compartment where it can flip out, and you can literally open it. Like,
All right, I'm gonna take a look at the hand crank thing, and I'm gonna see if it's like rigged for anything. Kind of give it an examination, and like use my lockpick kit a little bit to kind of like not poke around. Not trying to open it, but trying to poke around a little bit and see like what's going on in there.
Nikita, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that while Cam's doing that, I think before like I get back on the boat, I would want to look at the like if there was to look around and check if there were any like cameras, security cameras that were looking at where the thing is that is now on the boat.
give me either a ooh, actually, this would be great. This is going to sound weird, but because you can pick either or. Perception or conceal reveal object,
Ooh.
which I feel like conceal reveal object makes sense, but also if you have percept one of them's higher than the other, go with the one that's the highest. That's always how I look at it.
Right. Okay. 28 perception.
Damn, that's incredible. You take a second and it's weird. There's no cameras. You kind of figure like there's people's garbage everywhere. There should be cameras watching this stuff. There's no cameras in the area you're in.
Everything
Would we
good,
know-
Nikita?
Yeah. You know, I mean, this isn't our first time in this particular rodeo. There should be security cameras. I feel like someone's
Yeah.
either disabled them or they're also now part of the trash. They're meta trash, but whatever it is, they're not there and they're not watching whoever. If it weren't, like people with hearts of gold like us, it could have been anybody.
Mhm.
There's nobody
Of
watching.
course.
I mean,
Yeah, that's-
there are a lot of people watching. We are live streaming.
That
this
that
at
is
the
true.
moment.
That's right, man. The
Yeah.
only
There
thing
are
we're
witnesses
this
to
is the
whatever
only
get
we
in
are the
here.
only thing out here we're seeing.
That's fair.
Exactly.
This is a good point. But
we
like
can't
premium content
theoretically-
notwithstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't theoretically open the box somewhere where the wretch isn't in the room
Right.
so that it's not
Right.
immediately seen. And we
That's
can
right.
decide whether or not we want to do an unboxing based on that.
Yeah.
Which is probably something we've
True.
done before.
Man, those things
Like,
are-
we've
those things
had
are always
people pay to
staged.
have stuff not.
Those unboxings are always staged. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's true.
Mhm.
But what I'm saying is if someone made the effort of like getting rid of the security cameras, and this
Hmm.
is bigger than just drummer boy,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it just seems like no one out here cares, man. This is garbage. It's too far out, man. We're way out in the city. You see the city in
I
the
don't know.
distance.
He gave us so very little information.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very possible that opening this will make someone very, very angry at us. I just don't see that as a downside.
That's just content, baby.
I don't
mean,
I don't think
press is
making
good
people
press.
angry. Yeah, exactly. I don't think we have given off the impression so far that we are worried about angering the masses. So maybe
No.
I'm happy to
all
open
right.
it.
How
I'm
about
just-
how about we compromise here? What do we do? The guy wants some scans. He wants some numbers. All that stuff. We give him all that. No problem. But we
Mhm.
take the
Mhm.
box with us. A little bonus, a little kickback, a little kind of interest.
Yeah,
He
I
didn't
mean,
want
Yeah,
bugs.
he straight up
he
said he
said-
doesn't care about the stuff.
Yeah,
in
he
the
doesn't
box.
care
He's
about the
not
stuff in
paying
the
us for
thing.
whatever's in the box.
He just wants the
He's
data.
only paying us for those RFID tags and digital tags and stuff. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
giving him all that information.
Yep.
If he wanted the box, he should have specified that.
Exactly.
No,
All
but
right.
do we
There were
do
no
want-
instructions. How do we would I have or between Hickory and I, would we have the wherewithal to examine the sample I took, or would we have to send it to a lab?
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna
something?
say, yeah, why not? And it was the sample of. It's not the crate, right? Not the water. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
no, it's the crate. Yeah,
That's what I thought. I was like, I just
We
want
don't
to
wanna know
double
what's
check
in the
that his
water.
brain went
we
blank.
don't, we do not have time to address climate change in this one shot. No,
No,
So,
it's
what is it?
fair point. Thank you, Mira.
Mhm.
I would say, yeah, let's do that. Let's see. That is a good question now because
Mhm.
this is a weird one, and I'm trying to figure
How
out.
it's
I would say,
science?
yeah, I would say science. If you have science skill that can
Yeah.
work, I would by all means do that.
I've got
I would say either
biology.
that or deduction.
Ooh. Okay. What's...
Okay, hold on. That's a good point.
Wait,
But I
I
would say
think
science
deduction's
would be my
best
main one. I
stat.
would say go with. Yeah, if it's your best, go with that. I would still say though, regardless, science is probably the main one.
15.
By the way, I have ranks in chemistry.
Yeah, do it.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
technically, yeah. If you want, you can join them in on
alright,
that.
I'll
If you have
throw a
ranks in
chemistry.
chemistry, by
23.
all means.
Oh no,
Ooh.
23.
no, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
real bad.
No, no.
I ain't gonna touch it. Yeah, it's bad.
The two of you take a second. How do you actually question ask? How do you do something like this on the fly?
I would say we have some like chemicals to ascertain like the whether something is blood, because we would want
Yeah,
to
we
check
got, like, a
whether
litmus
something is
test.
organic. Yeah, we would
there
have,
you go.
because
There you
you
go.
can put it in a test tube and check whether something is organic matter. So
Mm.
similar to that, so we would be able to check what impurities are present and stuff like that.
Does
I
Hickory
feel-
have
When you
anything
do
like
that,
on,
it's basically
their cyber eye?
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
wondering
going
if
to Cyber Eye.
Say again.
I was wondering if Hickory had any scanning equipment in their cyber eye.
If you got infrared, anything like that.
Got
Yeah.
just the radioactive deduction
Mhm.
and the teleoptics.
Which the radioactive, you look at some of the
Definitely
trash heaps, you're
worth
like, we're not going there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
definitely
will
worth
say-
checking.
For Nikita, because again, that was an insanely good roll. The material that you scraped off, it is white painted carbon fiber.
Okay.
So
Um,
even that
would it-
alone is like, this is clear as day. Like, oh, this isn't just like a simple shipping crate. Like, whoever had this crate, like, this is pretty fancy high tech stuff in terms of like whoever could use something like this or have stuff like put in it. Like, it's not just a
Yeah.
simple like someone off the street had this crate. It's like, no. This is like a corpo style thing, clear as day.
Would we know, like, between the four of us, would any of us have any kind of idea as to who might be associated with this kind of tech?
It's one of those things where it could be pretty much, there's no logo or discernible way on the box that or the crate that you're looking at that it shows any signs of who it belongs to, but off the top of your head, the two that come to mind could easily have been, it could be something from Militech, who they do weaponry basically, or it could be Arasaka, who they love to just do a lot of wonderful corporate espionage style stuff.
Well, I think we have a potential scoop on our hands, and I think we owe it to the people to examine what we've got here live for the
At 7 o'clock.
Okay.
At 7 o'clock on our premium channel. It's gonna be 5 eddies for every minute.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
What they said.
Yeah, man. It's on my only chooms.
RTalsorian, I hope you watch this and you take that idea, please.
Call me up.
Cam, do you
We're
crank
good.
open the container?
Oh, not till we talk to the dude.
Okay, just another check.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I want to
Is
do the
there
deal
anything
first.
else you all want to do at the beach?
Fuck no, because it was nasty.
We've done our service
plus-
for the fans.
Yeah,
We
plus
have
the Wretch.
highlighted the plight of poor public sanitation on
Yeah.
Night City beaches. We've
this was an expose.
redistributed some
Yeah, man.
goodies. We've done our good deeds for the day. Let's get paid.
You know what? Because you said
We're doing
Night
it.
City
That's so sad.
Sanitation, randomly in your stream chat, you see that they're watching you, and it's just like, okay, we need to stop recording this because that's a cease and desist waiting to happen.
Plus, like, legions of like the wretched are gonna show up for these clothes, so we need to like hightail it out of there.
Oh yeah, we should get
Yeah.
out soon.
All right.
I love how
We
they're
need
both
to get
called
out.
While we're driving
Wretches
back-
and the Wretched.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
While we're driving back, taking the boat back and everything, and the Wretch is off stream, and I said, "Hey man, you think any of those
Yeah.
fans are like? You think we get like how much do you think we like? You think you could get one to drink that water out there, man? Maybe do that on cam sometime."
I do not
He
recommend
double
that.
checks to make
Nope.
sure that the stream is off before
Yeah.
he goes, "Look, man, it would be real funny, but I don't actually want to get one of those guys killed. I will never admit."
Well, no, but
that
I'm
to
saying
you."
I'm just saying we're irresponsible because we got our friends here to take care of them should they go into sort of shock. I'm
But
not
you've
saying
got
don't
two
do
Okay,
things.
medics
no.
for this reason.
Yeah,
For this
first of
particular
all,
reason.
Yeah, the two medics. The only role that we are going to play in this is stand in front of the camera just before the stream and say, "Do not try this at home or anywhere
hell no.
else.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not
Not
home,
even
not at
now.
the beach. Not.
Don't do it."
Oh man.
Just
I'm just-
don't.
Yeah.
All right. No. Hey, look, I'm just saying there's no bad ideas. I'm just throwing them out there. See what's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah. No bad ideas.
As long as they
If I
stay as
didn't
ideas.
think it would probably
Yeah.
kill someone of dysentery, I'd go for it.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to clean that shit
But as
up.
much as I
No.
say otherwise on stream, I don't actually want to get any of the wretches killed. That would be not great for my public
I
image.
don't think they live. You know, it's not gonna be fun, but Anyways, all right, man. All right, so we get back to the.
What do you say on stream? My
So
question.
you want them all dead?
I did
Yeah.
publicly promise I would try to get this ship back with people's blood on it and significant damage to the ship.
That is true. You did say.
It was.
My God.
Anyways, all right, so we go park the boat back up, put it back where it was. no
Before you
problem.
do that,
Mhm.
give me another pilot C vehicle check.
Mm.
All right.
And just KM and Wretch. Because I assume the med techs are like, I got it.
I did a 12 on
Yeah.
that one. That was okay.
12.
I got a 20.
Yes.
Okay. KM, you have a moment where you feel like the boat is hitching, and then Wretch just runs up, is like, I got this.
Yeah.
It helps you solve it, like fixes it in the moment. And you're it's one of those moments you're like, huh, didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, man. It's one of the problems with KM's like resume is that like people like they just do like the keyword searching for diving, not understanding that it's actually part of the sentence dumpster diving. So like it's kind of an oversight on their part. That's why you don't want to trust AI to go through resumes.
Yep. And Cam's like, oh, you said starboard. Did not get that.
What's the
I
starboard?
love that so much. Yeah, you park the vehicle. Do you contact Drummer immediately after you get everything off the vehicle, or do you keep the container on the boat for now?
I mean,
Let's
we
keep
got
it hidden.
yeah, if we got a GTFO, we'll keep it hidden.
Mm.
Okay.
I
do you
so, like,
contact-
maybe
I wanna
maybe
put
a couple
okay.
of us should like stay with the thing.
Well,
and then...
I got a plan. As
Oh, sure.
as an adhesive enthusiast, I have a plan.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
I want to put it under deck, right? And
Mhm.
then you see KM kind of reaches under his like kind of vest he has on, and from under his arm he pulls out this like length of chain covered in like plastic. It is what you know as a common bike lock, and I lock and wrap up the door so they it's locked up. And then I take the key out of I take the key out of the lock and I put it back on my keychain, and I'm like,
Things I did not expect tonight. I'm not going to question
I
it.
love
Yeah,
it.
you do that.
All
and I
right.
have yes, and I do have 4 bike locks on me on my sheet, so please feel free to read that.
I will make sure. I'm going to write that down so I remember. 4 bike locks.
So that's 1 out of 4.
Love it.
Yep. So
That's
now
one out
there's
of 4.
only
Yeah.
Got
All right.
Who
I
contacts Drummer?
Yeah, I call him. He's my boy, so he owes me. I call him.
He was watching the stream.
So I have his number. I have his number in my phone. I clearly have his number in my
I'm
phone.
gonna actually roll to see if he did actually, because that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Nikita. No, he wasn't watching the stream. He didn't see his name pop up.
So I get my phone,
And you could tell too, because he seems like the type of person who would just be like, his name would be Drummer, just Drummer watching.
Yeah.
All right.
He doesn't
So
think of 2 aliases.
I get the phone that I had the number, the little disposable, my new disposable phone I got. I go,
Oh yeah.
hey man,
Really
what's up,
bad.
drummer?
Hi,
What we
that
doing,
was-
man?
Did you find it already?
Yeah, man, no problem, dude. I told you, be the best.
That was way faster than I was expecting. Where are you located?
Hey, but which stock number is this, man? What's your boy's
Just
number?
send him our GPS location
we'll
because
just-
that's
Dude,
Oh,
it's a cheap phone, man. That dude, I got no money. So
Oh, sure.
I give him like a dock number or something like that. We're out by here.
Okay, I got you. I got it. I'll be right there, and give me a couple minutes. I'll be right there.
Yeah, man. All right. So I go off and like whatever location we gave him, I am not there, and I go off and like kind of hang out like off of like a front, like a storefront or like a convenience store. I go in and I walk in with one hand on my root beer, and the other hand I go in and I buy like a nice like a bottle of like some cheap liquor.
Go and do that because it's all within walking distance.
Yeah, man. I earn my
As
treat.
you do
The
that,
rep
time
will
goes
go
by.
ahead and wait at the meeting point.
Yep, I was just about to ask what you all do.
Yeah, I'll wait there
Nikita
as
and
well.
Hickory.
I'm
You do as well?
gonna go with KM just simply because I want to say the line. So, as an adhesive expert, would you say you always stick to the plan?
Man, so that's the thing, man. People think I'm just coming out here with like this chaos, but they don't understand, man. I'm in control the whole time. I'm in
Right.
control the whole time. No problem.
I mean, it seems like it. It does not
Yeah.
seem like any of this is random or spontaneous.
No, man, it's all scripted. All reality scripted. Yeah, man. Because you know
That's
it
what
all
I
ends.
thought.
It all ends the same way in death, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like we all die.
Right, right. That
Yeah,
makes
so that-
complete sense.
Yeah, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun in the meantime. But yeah, I'm curious. What do you think this guy drummer is going to have us do, man? What do you think? What do you think his game is?
I mean, I'm slightly concerned that he knew about this super fancy carbon fiber painted, like carbon black, lots of carbon, like
Mhm.
in the, I don't know. But then, I mean, okay, it's not an explosive because we shook it. That's the classic test. But then, like, it could be, like, what is it that requires him that he knows about? So he's either more connected or he's a like patsy in someone else's scheme, or it's just really something that's it's gonna get someone killed, and
Oh, yeah.
not in the way that makes for good content.
Well, that's to be seen, but yes, I I don't know, man. I'm actually, and I get I put down like I pay for my drink, and I go outside. I kind of chill out with it, and I kind of pocket my root beer real quick, and I get my phone out, and I text my boy 00. That's like my tech. That's like my specialty. I shoot him over all the images I have of this thing. I'm going, oh, what's your expert opinion on this thing, my friend? And like, he's he's ex corpo. He knows what's up. That's kind of his deal. He knows some tech stuff. He knows the inside outs. When I don't know how to do something, he knows how to do it. That's kind of how we work. But we grew up together.
He's a tech bro.
He is a tech bro.
Oh God.
He's a tech. He is a tech bro, sort of, I guess. Yeah. And yeah, man. And I go, yeah. So I text him over the stuff and see what he has to say. That's my contact. That's my boy from. That's like my only contact I really have. The only friend I really have.
That's fair.
Yeah, man.
I mean, how many contacts do you need?
Right, man. Some days you wake up and all your friends is dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is.
That's something that definitely happens.
That's why when I drink, that's why when I drink, I don't have any bullets around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's because but also maybe stop filling the bottles you do have with concrete, and then you'll have more to drink.
Hey man, yeah, man. Hey, that's what I hear, man. You keep it always full. You know what I'm saying? I'm always drinking. I got something full on, so it's all good. Hey, can you hold this for a second? And like, I asked her to hold like my bottle of booze I just bought. Can you hold that for a second? Sure. I pull out of one of my pockets like a spray can, and I start spray painting the fucking front of the convenience store. I do like a KM shit. I got some silver and black, and like I don't know. Maybe I'll tag Raiders rule or some shit. I don't know. Whatever.
Nikita, you see that happen, and then you don't even. I'm not gonna have you roll for this because this visual is hilarious to me. You just see the shop owner look outside and just kind of and then you just look at the wall in general. It's been covered in so much graffiti. So what KM is even spraying, it's at a point where it's like colors are blending in so much that what they're even putting on there is just, it's already like not even that visible. It's like graffiti on top of graffiti on top of graffiti.
All right, man.
Wait, was he spray painting I thought he was spray painting the bottle for another of his.
No, I was spray painting the front of the store.
Building.
That's what I thought.
Front of the store. Okay.
Yeah, front of the store, man.
He literally hold my beard me.
Yeah, I hold my beard, and I was like, I'm like, watch this.
Yeah.
Man.
Right.
And then
as you are doing this,
I have one last question. Do I see any NCPD cars around me in the area? It's not gonna stop me from spray painting. I'm just curious if I see it. Or did it not come this far south?
You know what? I'm gonna make a roll and we'll find out.
Okay, man. I was kind of curious.
No, in this area, you're in South Night City. They don't
come out here.
They do, just not in strong numbers.
No, man.
South Night City and the combat zone in general is kind of, well, if you're here, it's kind of at your own risk. Like,
No, I was gonna.
Don't want to.
I say, Nikita, I got a collection. I don't know if you know, but I like to collect things. And I got a collection of NCPD hubcaps trying to complete.
Yep. How you collected all 4 or no?
Oh, I got like 7.
Nice.
Yeah, man. We've been doing this since I was a kid. It's kind of a fun thing, man. But I don't know. Maybe I think I need another drink. If I get another drink, I might be able to make it 8 tonight. But we'll find out. Hey, whatever. Let's go get paid.
Yeah, for sure. You want your drink back or?
Absolutely. I don't even say that. I was like, if you want anything, man, let me know. I'll get you some.
What I want is maybe warn me before you hand me something and then commit a crime, because
just did you not get on the boat with us? Did you also not deface corporate property with your little sampling? So I mean, look, I'm a criminal, you're a criminal, we're all criminals. It's just it's a social construct besides, so don't worry about it.
Says the man with the hubcap collection.
Hey, you know what, man? I don't try to pass judgments on your interests. So please accept my lifestyle and my interests. Okay? Whenever I ever judge your decisions, okay? I'm just saying, please.
On that note, we're gonna scene transition back to Hickory and the Wretch. You two are. Yeah, it has to be the Wretch. It's never going to be Wretch.
Yeah.
It's the Wretch.
Yeah, it's the Wretch.
That's the only way the trade. That's the only way. That's the only way he could file the trademark.
Yeah, you got to follow the trademark. Even I know follow copyright.
It's called branding, baby.
Exactly.
We jump to where you two are as you notice Drummer has come up in a. You can imagine a corpo would have a nice car. It's like think like an '80s Toyota. Like it's about to fall off its hinges. It just rolls up. It's like. He's still wearing that. Again, I'm calling it Spike Spiegel suit.
So Hick, I ain't so good at reading people anymore, but you figure he's gonna try and kill us? Because this has been a pretty quiet job so far, and that'd really, that'd really spice things up a bit.
I mean, if he brings people, expect yes to fight. If he doesn't, like, I don't think he has the capability of killing us. Like you saw that man, all skin and bones.
Fair enough. How many people does he get out of that car with?
He comes by himself, weirdly enough, which is, again, bizarre because it's a corpo. Why would they go by themselves? That's kind of as messed up as this sounds. Being a corpo in Night City is kind of almost always like having a target on your back because it's just everyone knows who you are. Everyone knows what you do.
You're a fat pig in the jungle, baby. I mean, that's what it is. Like, you're an easy target.
Future everyone watching.
I turn to the Wretch and just say, he's either very brave or very stupid.
I'm hoping for one.
As you say that, he walks up. Again, nerves are still there. It's like, hi, where did you find anything? You guys said you found something. Also, where are the other two?
We got the box. We got all those RFID tags and all that data you asked for pulled off of it. Got copies. I think KM sent them to us. We can send them over.
I kept.
He's looking at the two. Be like, where are the other?
Whenever he's back
the
to
other
the run, he'll have to.
It's only on his burner phone.
I put it on my main one because I did send it to Double O. Did Double O get back to me about what any of this stuff is?
He did. During that time, he got back to you because that was a very good roll. And it was just to ask, like, just to go over it again. What specifically were you asking him? Just so I could.
Just like, does he have any? Do these numbers mean anything to him? I mean, he's got some inside info.
No, they're just boring. Like, there's no insight they have. They're just like, yeah, it's just a simple barcode. Nothing exciting about it. Just seems like a lost shipping container or something.
All right, man. Well,
that's it.
I'm looking forward to
I'll say though, in the photo you sent, it's like that coloring's sweet on it though. Like that sort of white painted carbon.
It does pop.
That's expensive.
Oh wait, hey, this is my girl Nikita, man. She's cool as hell, man. Hey, say hi to Double O. And he's like African American gentleman wearing like kind of like not a suit and tie, but he's got like a jersey on with kind of like a blazer over it and everything like that too. And he probably gives you kind of a sign like, hey, what's up? He's kind of that kind of guy. You got something to say? You say hi to him? You going to say anything to him? Ask him anything?
I'm gonna ask him. I mean, the numbers might be boring, but do they say anything about where, like, the origin and the destination of the thing, the intended origin and destination of the container?
Question. That's where he gives you a very quizzical look. It's like, that's what's strange about it is I can't pinpoint where it came from.
Oh man. Okay.
Are you saying these numbers are fake?
No, the numbers are legit. I just don't know where this shipped from.
Oh man.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I have just one more question.
Yeah.
If the pop in white, you know that it's carbon fiber, and you know that these numbers are atypical in their format, does that tell you anything? Those two things
Corpo
together?
as hell. This is extremely corpo. If you don't even have a logo or a name on it, obviously open it up and find what's inside, but then also get rid of that stuff as quick as possible because who knows who's looking for it.
Yeah, man. No problem, man. We got a boat I can sink. All right.
Wait, you got a boat?
You know how I'm living, man. You know how I'm living these days. It's all good. Getting big out here.
Nikita,
Times they
somehow
are
in the middle
changing.
of that, Nikita, somehow in the middle of that, and it's Cyberpunk. I feel like this would happen. You immediately have his like KM's friends' contact info, and they're already like, I'm always looking for med techs to help out with stuff. So if interested, let me know.
Yeah, man. They call him 00 because he's been on the end of that buckshot one too many times. You know what I'm saying?
In the middle of all that, on Nikita, your phone, you're getting a message from like either Wretch or Hickory saying like drummer's here.
All right.
Yeah,
And then,
Hickory was like, "Drummer's here. Where the fuck did you guys go?"
and then just for bookkeeping, real quick. While I'm walking back here, because I did a video call with my buddy there. I want to transfer some of the minutes from the new phones I got to my phone.
Oh, 100%. It's already done.
Okay.
All right.
Doesn't even need to be questioned.
All right.
The two of you walk back. You see Drummer there talking with Wretch and Hickory. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Wretch.
and so that's why, like, when you're popping someone's spine out, you really got to make sure that you don't take the head off. Otherwise, it's a whole mess. Turns out there's a lot of stuff in the neck that's a real mess, and it doesn't look great on camera. You really don't want the full internal or external decap. You just want to kind of.
He gives a full-on dry heave and turns around.
As like,
great for the viewers.
as Nikita walks up to the scene, and the Wretch is making someone wretch. I like go to Hickory and say, you ever notice that as med techs we don't talk about physiology half as much as these guys?
I was just thinking the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Like, they're all anatomically correct, but how the fuck did they find that shit out?
I don't think we want to know.
Yeah,
I mean, some of it, I guess we can puzzle out where how they found that out from watching the reels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drummer gets back to a standing position and looks at both med techs like, I'm so thankful you both don't talk
I come up to
about
Drummer.
that.
I come up to Drummer and I kind of pat him on the back a little bit, and I go, "Hey man, hey, how you doing, man? What's going on?"
Good. Did you find, like I said, like you guys called me?
That your ride? And I point to the little car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
gotta love. He says it in the most sarcastic way. Gotta love corpo money.
Yeah, man. Well, let me know when you buy the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, well.
You know what? Genuinely, he gives a shocked look, but then he's like, you know what? And then he starts laughing. It's like, that's fair, actually.
So I go into this weird mode that I do when I talk to this dude, and like I have, like, I keep my hand up, and I have only one ring on. I have one ring, and it's a gold ring. I don't have a black ring right now, but it's my gold ring. Okay, so hey, man, what yeah, man, we got your stuff, man. So what we doing now? I got your scans. When how we doing this exchange? Where's my money? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, first off, did you get any barcodes, Arfid? Can I see them?
I mean,
he got like his phone out.
You could, yeah. You can see them, and I can get paid. These are all great hypotheticals, but let's make it an actuality, my friend.
I mean,
so
honestly, we can throw in.
But hey, this is I get it where it's coming from. This is a trust thing. It's a trust thing. I get it.
Yeah.
Now
you can tell by the looks of our pants that we did indeed make this venture.
Nasty.
This is not.
We're not
lying about that.
And I kind of do like a quick edit of the image, and I get like half of the barcode in the image, and I shoot it over to him. I said, "You get the other half where I get my money."
He gives you a smirk, pulls his agent out, and just touches it, and all of you got 500 in your account.
Well, thank you very much, my friend. Let's send the other half.
And then his posture changes from like being like anxiety riddled to where he stands up a little straighter. It's like, where's the rest of the barcode?
The rest of the no, I get you right now, man. Here's the yeah. So I sent him over everything I got.
Yep. And all of you watch as he like excitedly goes through all of it and does like takes like a longer time than you imagine. It's almost like 5 to 10 minutes go by before you just see him go from excited and like elated to just full on like sad, dejected, and disappointed. He's like, God damn it, I thought there would have been something more interesting on that.
You good?
No, but thank you for doing that job. Just it's not. I thought there would have been something more. I swear that we found something down there.
Down.
Well,
Drummer.
it sounds like there's something interesting that you might want checked out a little more, because this definitely seems like some fascinating.
I think I think our buddy the Wretch here spells a sequel. You know what I'm saying?
Come up on.
The
He looks
dream
at you. He's
team.
like, no. He looks at you, and then it's weird. You're actually kind of get whiplash on this. Where it's like, no, actually, whatever you found in the container, just keep it. I'll contact you if I find another one of these. But for now, I think we're good, guys. And he just gives you a slight nod. He gives you another 250 just to cover everything that might have happened, just in case. And then he just starts walking towards its car. But it's like this look of like someone who is just like, huh.
And as he's walking away, I'm kind of standing with the crew around the, maybe a little drizzle or just kind of a scene out in the ocean. The sunset's coming down, and I go, man, that is one sad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
let's
not
see what's in
the
that box.
cheeriest. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, sure. Nikita.
I would just say like before drummer can leave, I think Nikita would like call out to him and say, what do you mean if you find another one of these? Like, you mean from the same place, the same kind of container, the same kind of like with the same kind of markings, the same origin? What are you looking for? We found the thing you were looking for, but you seem not happy, unless this is your happy face, which honestly I can't tell.
He turns around, and it's kind of like one of those scenes in a movie where it's just someone on like a very wide shot, just kind of like wind going by, very like dramatic shot. He just looks at you. He's like, I don't care so much about the content. I care more about where it's coming from. Because
Right.
me and a few, because no one knows where these containers are coming from. I've found like 2 others outside of this one, and no one can pinpoint their location. I'm trying to figure it out.
So some sort of putting out their undersea facility or something, necessitating this sort of secrecy?
We have no idea, but they keep some of these wash up to shore. We're just kind of wondering where the hell or what's causing it. We found like one trace signal that's clearly coming from like, and he just points to like the ocean. It's like from out there, but we can't pinpoint the exact spot. And we're always hoping one of these things just washes up on shore, because you never know what you can find on them. It's like whatever's in that container, enjoy it. It's probably expensive as heck.
Drummer, you're making a lot of interesting. You're saying we keep thinking it's from over there, and there's a signal that we think is probably from here, and you're making some assumptions about the value of the contents, even though whatever was surrounding that box was junk. And why? What are you basing this on? Like, what are you basing the assumption, like the assumptions of whatever it is important, and who is the we?
Roll persuasion.
Why do you care?
I'm gonna have you roll persuasion on that.
I want to say that I go back to the boat while this is happening.
Yep.
12.
And I procure the package.
He just gives you a smile. And before turning around, he says, I can promise you this is not actually corpo related. This is just a fun personal hobby with friends. And he just walks back to his car, gives you a wave, and shouts out, if you find another, let me know. And he just starts to drive off.
What an odd man.
Yeah, so I would turn to the Wretch and I would be like, this is an odd activity and interest with friends. What is that? That is not the same thing. There's something
That's
weird.
an opportunity for some audience engagement.
And I come walking out with the thing. I'm like, yep, time for some content. And so I'm walking out with the case in one hand, and I just feel like Wretch and I have like that repertoire where he knows to follow me, and whatever it's gonna be, he better start filming this shit.
Yeah, so Wretch
Uh,
turns on his recording, just all right, well, all right, all right, Wrecked. We are gonna look at what we pulled off the beach today.
Yeah, so
let's go and
so
get that.
I start walking.
Okay.
I start walking, and I'm kind of walking back to the pack. Man, so we're gonna do an unboxing of this thing live for you here out here. Now you may notice this neighborhood's gone to shit. I mean, there's a convenience store covered in fucking tags. So we're gonna open it up in this area right here, just because what's gonna happen, right? What's the worst? So I go into I take the box and I put it in the middle of the street in front of the convenience store, with the convenience store as the background. And I go and there's like people walking around or anything. Just like some younger people, like maybe teenagers.
You are weirdly, there's like maybe one or two people, but they don't care what you're up to. They're just going.
I was gonna make them a star.
No, they just look at you and like, no, we're good.
Come on, man. Come on. All right, man.
I just want my meal. That's all.
All right. So I go over and I take a look at the crank, and I'm like, all right, man, here we go, buddy. Get as close as you want. And shit, I guess I was gonna get someone to try to open this thing for me, but all right, I guess I'm doing it myself.
You crank it because we don't have this anymore with modern day cars.
Well, no, I do.
Cars, the old car windows.
I want to be clear. I want to do this with some style because it is for the audience, and it's gonna go like this. I'm gonna go dun 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 dun, and like see what happens when it pops open.
When you actually get to it doesn't pop open, but it's that slow opens. What you find inside is two smaller containers on the inside.
Ooh, what we got here?
And
2 for 1.
When you majestically, as I'm going to say, pop it open for the stream, you find what can. You know what? Actually, I'm going to make you roll for this. Roll either science or basic tech check.
Basic
I'm
tech.
also gonna.
And just KM for now.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna roll basic tech. Actually, they're both pretty good. So basic tech. Here we go.
Because I'm going to use this as a group roll. We'll decide for all of you.
That's an open. That's a 10, and I got a 24.
I'm going to use that as a group roll, so that applies for everyone. You all watch as these two boxes are open, and you can all identify that what's inside. It's weird. They're like tiny balls, like high-grade purified magnesium and ceramic for one of them. So one box has magnesium high-grade purified balls that look like, as it's described. Another one is ceramic. I'm going to say with that check too, our tech would know this, and that's why I
got chemistry. I'm good at chemistry.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm going to go off of your basic tech check because that's basically what I was going to ask for anyways. Immediately looking at this stuff, that's components you can use to make, if you want, you could make armor off this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That could you could make 4 suits of armor off of magnesium ones.
Yeah.
This mix with the ceramic.
I make some
basically it's your basic tech materials. We're like, oh yeah, this is my stuff.
This is fine. Yeah. This find of ours, due to my risk I have taken, my life that I have put on the line in the middle of these roads in front of this fine convenience store, I will be sending these off to be manufactured. My buddy Double O, he shall be refine them into a new fine.
You also know off the back of your mind, just to add some conflicting fun with it, you could technically sell this stuff off at a night market where a fixer could just find a nice place that's like a black market deal. You could easily, each of you, get around possibly 2,000 each just selling this stuff. And as you contemplate that decision, that's where we're going to take our 10-minute break.
All right, guys.
We'll be back in 10 minutes, everyone.
10 minutes. All right, cool. Peace.
And we're back.
Oh,
As we left off, I'm going to ask just to get some clarification. Those magnesium and ceramic balls you found in that container, do you give it to your contact or do you sell them?
the guy we're doing the job for?
Pops a lot
No,
of eddies.
your contact, your tech buddy contact.
Oh, my tech
that
buddy?
you-
Yeah,
do you give them
I
to
don't know,
them or
man.
do you
I
sell
figure
them?
out, well, I don't know. I feel like I should listen to the rest of the crew. I don't want them to be mad at me necessarily, but I also don't necessarily care. But like, I don't know. I feel like we should,
2,000 eddies is a
Well,
lot of eddies.
that's a lot of eddies.
It
But I'm
is a
also
lot.
saying we could also turn it into gear that we could use to make more eddies. So it's kind of, do you want to invest it or do you want to cash
Investment.
out?
Hmm.
I'm game either way.
Are they like? Oh, go for
I
it.
mean, you want that new cutting edge sword, baby? We can put double O, put that together for you, no problem.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, two people. I mean, I don't want to speak for Hickory, but two people who invested a lot of time and probably money into med school probably are okay with like waiting for the big payout later.
Right.
So yeah, I'm okay with spending money to make money.
Yeah, man. All right. We're dropping it.
All right.
I'll drop it on double O. All right. Yeah, I'll go talk to double O. I get him a drop off. Let him take the stuff and he'll forge into whatever like we kind of want or we need or whatever's good. No.
We will come back to that at the end
Alright.
of the session.
Awesome. I love it.
Okay.
And with that, a few days have passed by since you did that job for Drummer. You've not heard from them since. There's been no real news since. It's been weirdly kind of quiet until this one day, all of you get this same message. You've never seen this name before. Their name is Fife, Fife. And it's the same message for the four of you. Tired of the ocean yet? More money if you're willing to dive back in. Don't worry, I'm a friend of Drummer. And the message includes passes to a karaoke room at a bar called Yum Sing in Little China.
I text back and I say, please make sure you understand that my expertise is in dumpster diving. And but
I text back saying, "New phone, who dis?"
yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
We all have
Uh,
new
text
phones
back
from
with just
KM stuff.
pay question mark, and then also privacy yes no question mark.
Privacy,
Before we have to get everyone
yes. Pay,
Damn.
you know what? I'm gonna make this funny. Privacy, yes, just like a check mark pops up, yes. And then pay, just a smiley face emoji.
He sends
Thumbs up.
an eggplant. All right. So I want to. All right. I want to go meet up with Wretch at the local Captain Caliente.
All right.
We're
Okay.
craving it.
Yeah.
We're craving it. So I go into Captain Caliente. He comes in and I'm drinking like some cheap liquor and eating like whatever Captain Caliente's got the thing. I want like just some straight up for those who don't know, here in the real world, Taco Bell's beans are made out of a powdered mix. They're not real beans. And
I know that actually.
yeah, there's
Learned
the powder.
something.
They powder. They put it in. It's like it's the kind of same. Looks
Like
the
Kit
same as like
Kats.
the Kit Kats. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And so I'm sitting there just eating that up, and I want to see Wretch come on in, and all right, man, let's go hit this karaoke bar. Right? Sound good, right? Is it a karaoke bar? What it was?
Yep, karaoke.
Yep.
Because you said
Sounds
that
like a
eloquently
plan.
about what I did not learn. So I learned something new today, and I want to do something with this. Can you roll resist torture and drugs check?
With me?
Oh yeah, specifically you, Kaya.
All right,
You're
man.
talking about the food you're eating. I want to know if your stomach can handle it.
I got all right. Resist torture.
I want above a 5. I want above a 13.
I got a
I'll
14.
I'll be nice.
I got an 8. I rolled an 8 plus 6.
All right.
Your
This is
stomach
fine.
immediately churns, and Wretch just looks at you, probably just like, I know what's about to happen, and you
Mhm.
immediately book it to the restaurant, and you're now staying at that restaurant for at least another hour extra than you're
Oh
supposed
man. That ain't no thing, man.
Ooh.
And
love
also
how
because
you-
I want to be a
drunk with
little
power,
bit
Nate.
mean. Also because I want to be a little bit mean. Knock off two from your HP.
All right.
You're drunk with power, Nate.
Brutal.
Nah, it's
I
I
know.
can't believe you made
Wow.
him roll for food poisoning.
It's just dehydration. It's just dehydration.
Yeah, just dehydration. You can get it back. We'll talk about it.
I mean, we're gonna
do you-
just toss you one of the like oral rehydration salts packets
Yeah.
that we always have on us as med techs.
You're still gonna have that -2 though, but you'll feel better. It's like an antacid. You're fine.
The rest is
Emotionally
going in
average
dressed
Tuesday.
to impress for this one, just on the off chance that this is a fairly large thing. So like kind of going still kind of urban flash fashion, but like something richier or something at least like more impressive than is usual, a lot less understated, probably like neon light strips or something down the sides and making it look a little more aggressive and professional than his usual.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
I straight up put on my crime outfit.
Hickory looks exactly the same as every single other day, except now new pants. She had to chuck
What
out the
color are
old
the pants?
They are a navy cargo.
Oh, okay, cool.
Very, very appropriate for our waterlogged adventures.
Hickory's just business as usual. Oh, sorry, Nikita, go ahead.
Nikita is wearing like instead of like yoga pants, is wearing like scuba pants under the like and kind of like a what's it called? Wow, like a rain jacket. Oh man, this coffee is not working as well as I thought. Anyway, a rain jacket and like her still spiky heels, but spiky heels that are the easiest to run in that she owns.
Okay. If you know what, I'm going to ask this without a roll. Do you think you know have you been to this karaoke bar before?
Me or all of us?
Or all of you in general? Sorry, all of you. Or if you want, I can have you roll for it. But I like asking questions like this sometimes.
Like if it has a good reputation, probably not. Or if it even has like an okay reputation, probably not.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. I'm going to say you don't then overall, unless someone else says otherwise.
Yeah, it's karaoke. I don't have any points in like performance or singing. I do have points. I did put points in dance, so I will cut a rug while I'm there.
Oh my god!
You can dance if you want to.
That's right,
you
man.
dance all night and day.
Yeah, man. It's a safety dance.
And if you don't, oh wait, copyright. Anyways, pretty much, like I mentioned, the name of the place is Yumseng, YUM space SENG. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I play The Expanse, man. I know what Yumseng means.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I say it correctly because I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. If
yeah,
not,
you got it right.
If someone else
you're doing spot on.
Sure.
Actually, you nailed it. Yeah.
Pretty much, it's your typical hole in the wall karaoke joint. It's
very nice.
Actually, I'm gonna retcon what I said. It's in a place called the Watson Development, which actually, if I remember correctly, is more northern Night City. Yeah, it's more northern Night City. It's it's more up and coming because when a little bit of lore drop, when the Fourth Corporate War happened, everything kind of just went to hell. Like people were displaced. Certain districts that were populated kind of got hit really hard. So they're still kind of recouping and restructuring things. So people who were living in one district are now living in other districts. Watson is a very big booming area. It's like got massive mega structures that are all housing. So it's just everyone's flooding to this district to just one, get a home again. And two, it's the hot new place to get, new things. It makes sense. The bar's storefront is a riot of light and color. Barkers on the street wearing luminous clothing call out to passersby to come inside for a good time. A large hollow tank mounted above the door shows hyper-real images of like tuna, salmon, eels, octopi, and shrimp, all life-size or bigger. And they kind of just swim alluringly overhead, just hinting at the high-end seafood served inside. So it's this weird dichotomy of this place looks like a dive, but at the same time, that's a really expensive, realistic-looking shrimp floating above me. And as you approach, you get the weirdest sight you have seen in a while, which is a holographic neon otter swirls into view, snatches one of the fish, and bobs its head towards you all, kind of like as a greeting, and then it swims inside. And it's like knowingly, like it nodded at you to like hello in a way, and then swim inside to the karaoke place.
Fuck ever, man. It's all good.
Follow the otter.
Yeah, it's going in.
Follow the otter. Now I'm gonna be thinking about the Wizard of Oz because it's just following the otter. as you go in, again, it's weird. The outside kind of makes it not look like, oh, this is high end. And then you get in, you're like, oh, everything smells amazing. Everything just is the type of sushi or seafood that you just wish you could take a moment to sit down and eat or steal from other people's plates because, you do you, whatever
fucking
works your way.
Brand loyalty, Captain Caliente, ladies and gentlemen, forever.
Oh my God, I did not expect that. Again, you see this strange floating neon otter just kind of give you a look and just kind of go into one of the back end rooms.
That otter specifically for us? Is there usually an otter?
I don't know, man. I don't trust no otters though, man. Them shits is fucked up.
I mean, they
Why
hold
do you
hands
have
when they
beef
sleep.
with otters?
They're so
What?
cute. They hold hands when they
So
sleep so they don't
I want to
fall
be very
asleep.
clear. Real world John will tell you how messed up otters are in the real world and how disturbing they are.
Oh, God.
They're very disturbing animals. They're
You have-
like
Like
you have
ducks.
beef with otters in every version of reality.
they are not friendly animals. The males have been known to drown the young of females to get the females off
Oh,
of them.
jeez.
Like they will torture the young of other otters to get.
Okay, let's follow this otter.
Okay,
Yep, let's follow this non.
Yeah, I
Wow,
was
did
saying,
not know
okay.
this, and now I'm like, thanks,
I was
book.
saying I'm like these guys are twisted. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're twisted. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna lure
And
you
you know
in.
what?
with
During the
cuteness.
middle of that, I'm going to say you're actually explaining this to the group, and the
Yeah,
otter
oh
again
my
just
God, this is
pops
messed
out
up,
and
man.
gives you like this adorable look, and then goes back in.
Y'all messing up. Y'all messing up. All right, man.
The Wretch is
whatever, dude.
that like more interested in otters at the end of that than he was. At
Are you
the
streaming,
start
by
of
the way?
that. Not yet. He's going
Okay,
trying to
just
see how
double-checking.
interesting this is going to be first, because he
Okay.
doesn't know. Like
Yeah, a little discretion.
this may
The
just be
otter
a
stuff
quiet
is
set up
premium
the thing
content.
meeting, which isn't great content.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. Only
So
choose
anyway,
$5 a month.
Do you go into the room?
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One by one, as you go in, there's this massive hollow tank, and there's like chairs placed around it. And nothing happens. Like when one of you walks in, and there's two of you in, nothing happens. And three of you are in, nothing happens. It's when the fourth person walks in, kind of brings up this image of like a giant eyeball almost, and then it zooms out, and there's not an otter there anymore. It gets weirder. There's like it goes from like an otter does swim in and then leaves, but then you're just left with this image of all things of a dolphin, and it gets weird. It waves its fin at you, and then it talks. Hi,
Jesus
my name's
Christ.
weird.
Hi, my name's Fife. It says.
Aha!
Drummer is my friend. We share the same hobby that I guess he kind of explained but didn't explain because it's drummer and he's kind of a weirdo, but I also really like him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, man.
He means well.
You both,
You guys each have a job, is what you're saying, right?
and you
Yeah,
both
he
also-
has his job. I have my job.
He's the
I guess
one
you
that
could call us I guess the best way to explain it is we're kind of data watchers.
this guy's name's Fife.
I was gonna say you're
Yeah,
probably
Fife.
hitchhikers.
So I'm guessing the drummer's the one that beats it and you're the one that blows, right?
I see what you did there.
You see what I did
and
there?
That's funny. And you I did not expect that. Oh god.
I need to be clear.
Uh,
Cam's extremely intelligent, but he's like,
oh, I know.
he's like a
I
bad
believe
man.
that. Oh man.
Yeah.
The Wretch is now streaming.
Oh yeah. And
Seems like it might be interesting now.
in the middle of all this, this holographic image of all things, a freaking dolphin, starts explaining that, like, yeah, drummer and I, we love puzzles. We do a lot of weird things. Like we love scrambling old voicemails from EBM satellites. Drummer and I found the lost ships of a Busan Exodus based on public records. He's even developed safe ways of just getting some data out of old Ahara Grub-based systems, though it's often pretty jumbled. Basically, we're kind of net runners, but we don't want to net run. We just kind of like taking the old tech and stuff you find and just figuring out what makes
Yeah,
it
man.
tick,
I
I guess.
love
is
it,
the best
dude. Low
way.
tech, baby.
Yeah. And it's just, I know you just did a job for him, and it was kind of bumming me out that he's been a mopey mess because not on your part, it's just nothing came up from that one. And I'd rather just, see him happy again. That's what I want, which is kind of funny because you look at it, and you start thinking about drummer, it's like that guy not once did it come across he was happy at all. He just looked like a miserable corp.
I mean, professional help, buddy. He's got, does trauma team, do they got like mental health services?
I mean, he had a platinum card, so he can get that. And immediately hearing platinum, it's like that guy's set for life. He doesn't have to worry about anything
Is it, man?
because
Yeah,
real world
platinum
love.
card.
Yay, medical. The healthcare system in the US. Hey. Yeah, I know he's been down. He's been trying to find help for that. I keep telling him there must be something. There has to be more than one of those containers. Like, I know you found one, but there's got to be another.
Mhm.
So if you're up for it, I think we can join together and try and find another. All I need is one more container to cross-reference with the data you found from drummers. He said there was nothing on it. I took that data and I think I can use that to my advantage and help find stuff if we're lucky. There's one catch. How do you feel about the ocean?
I see what you did there, man. There's a catch on the ocean. Nice.
Not intentional, but I appreciate that I did that.
I mean, like the ocean. How do I feel about it? Like I accept it. If that's what you're asking.
Well, I've done quite a bit of boating in my time, and I've had some. There's this kind of.
I mean, this
I think
is
everyone else vaguely remembers one of his earlier streams, which definitely involved killing a bunch of people on a submarine, just when he was first getting started. I'm
yeah.
like,
This is
yeah, I'm pretty familiar with ocean vehicles and the like.
he's a salty. He's a
I'm
salty.
down with oceans.
Saltiest
The
seaman I know.
dolphin is somehow has its fin over one of its eyes, like, oh boy.
Hey, is this drummer? I pointed to the dolphin. Is this drummer, or are we talking to the dolphin?
I'm Fife.
You're Five. Okay, so okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure if Five was okay. Yeah, man.
Then you might not like this idea. Night City's old transit system kind of collapsed during the war, so it's all
Yeah.
underwater,
Against that,
but it's still down there, and big parts of it are open to the sea. Drummer isn't good with the flow of water as he is with data, but I've kind of redone his model, and I'm pretty sure one of those pods got swept down into the old tunnels down there.
Mhm.
I just need some people who are willing to go down there and get it.
So you're saying you need this adhesive enthusiast to seal up that pod to get it out there.
I
So
need
there's
people
this
who are willing
whole-
to literally put on scuba diving gear and go out into the water swimming. And
Yeah,
grab
man.
a container for
Whatever
me.
whatever hole you got, I'll plug it up, man. We'll get out there, no problem.
Ain't ever done a scuba stream before.
Also,
on
I'll
board.
pay 1,000 each.
Oh, we're getting
Okay,
paid
I
too.
mean-
Oh, sweet.
I-
Which I think is more than
Cool.
Drummer, because I don't think Drummer really wanted to pay that much to begin with.
I mean, I saw what he
Did
drove.
not.
Yeah, his car is really crap, isn't it? He could do so much
Yeah.
better.
I mean, did he tell you what I said to him? Did he tell you what I said to him? I said, when's he gonna buy the rest
If
of
a
it?
dolphin could raise an eyebrow, it's raising an eyebrow at you. Possibly.
Anyways,
mean,
yeah.
If you're,
This dolphin can text. I think the dolphin can raise an eyebrow.
yeah. And then an otter comes into view and just gives this like head shake and just floats away.
But
Let's
Yeah,
go
man, no,
put
It's all
salt in
underwater
the
if you're up
salt.
for it. I
All
saw
right.
that and that's amazing.
So why don't we? Yeah, I'm on game for that, man. Go down some mass transit, then we transit ourselves out to the ocean. We go down a little bit. We go grab some stuff. We come on back up. That's okay, man. I like I said, man. I've dove in before, but not into the water.
Hmm.
So the sunken tunnels of Night City is kind of a large sort of target. You got a more specific idea as to where this might have been swept by the
They-
tides?
Yeah, good point.
The holographic image pulls up, now zooms away from a dolphin, and actually has a full-on 3D model of the actual underground system that they were talking about. And it has one of those, it's like pinpointing the exact spots. Like I have an exact location of where I believe that container is, and I'm 95% certain it's there without any problems.
Ooh.
5.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but notice you're a dolphin.
Hmm.
Why do
Well, it's a
you
hologram, but yeah.
why do you need us to go and look?
It's not
with
really a
the scuba?
dolphin.
It's a holographic avatar. It's
Yeah,
not
it's his avatar, man.
necessarily in a sentence.
Yeah, he ain't a real
It's a-
dolphin.
But
Yeah.
I thought we were inside Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide. Oh well. Anyway, fine.
Oh, I love that
Fine,
book. It still
burst
holds
my
up all these
bubble.
decades later.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
Yeah, they're the most intelligent creature on Earth. I mean, why wouldn't you want to? And then they just do like a swim around, like, hi,
Right?
I get you. We're on this copacetic. Totally get it.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I think these guys are all wet. Why don't we?
but hang on.
Are we expecting
Hold on.
Literally and
Hold on.
figuratively.
Hold on. First of all, I'm the only person who is at least like half prepped for this mission because I'm wearing the scuba pants. So I'm gonna ask one more question, which is why? Why do you and Drummer care so much
Yeah.
about solving this mystery? It can't just be
It's
like,
just
oh,
as
we like
dumb as it
puzzles.
sounds, and it's not more than this. We just love solving a puzzle more than anything. We're a part of a group that likes to just find this stuff and figure out either where it came from or try to deconstruct it as much as possible and see what we can find.
I respect this a lot, my friend. Here, I say this to Drummer and Five. So I respect this a lot. You see, I am a connoisseur of the hubcap variety. And people ask me like, why you do it? I was like, I don't know. It just seems like the thing to do.
I found a couple on the ocean floor.
Well, I mean,
Hubcaps?
I have a very refined taste.
Palette.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you're
Only
clearly
night,
familiar with
I only take Night City's finest.
I did find a max tax hubcap at one point, which you immediately know when they say max tax, you're like, oh, that's heavy duty shit.
No, I think he's
like that's
I call him.
that's the people you don't fuck. That's the people in Night City you don't mess with.
I call him a liar when he says that shit. I think you're a liar.
Roll a human. This is gonna sound weird because it's per hologram. Roll human perception.
So I already clear my low stat is empathy.
Oh yeah,
Like, it's-
but
it's
still,
good.
roll human perception. We'll see.
What is that under?
How
That's
much
under what, like social
Oh
skills?
god, it's under. So
It actually might be pretty good.
Yeah, social. It's under social.
Oh, there. Actually, that's okay. It's not great, but it's not bad. Oh wow. Okay, that goes to a negative. That would be a -3.
I mean, it's
Oof.
a fucking dolphin. How can you tell what it's emoting? So yeah, bullshit.
God, this guy's.
They have complex emotions. They're intelligent creatures.
Maybe this guy understands these hubcaps are trophies of my own expeditions, not just to have.
You know what? I respect
this
it.
Little piggy, this little piggy went to night market. You know.
So if you're salvaging stuff from beneath the ocean, you're presumably able to get into tight spaces like this and familiar with underwater work yourself. We expecting a competition or the owner of this this latest package to give us some trouble, or is this going to be another boring run where we mostly need to worry about not suffocating ourselves?
I mean, should just be pretty much boring snatch and grab. No problem with that I can think of.
The stuff is
Wow, I love how everyone just goes, GM is sus.
Well, the Wretch is mostly disappointed.
Oh, I know, but I just loved the way it got so quiet. You were all fantastic in that moment, and the facial expressions were great.
This is not like Patreon level content. This is just like free content kind of.
Yeah, this is not like the content that Wretch is probably expecting right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, if you're interested and you get immediate details that pop up on the hologram, it points to like upper marina area. It's like, if you're interested, head to the dock right there. I have an entire thing set up that can basically get us all set and ready to go.
All right.
You come with us?
I will be there in some way. Yeah.
Dolphin form
All right.
or
Spirit form. He's coming as an emotional support dolphin or some shit. I don't know.
The dolphin again raises an eyebrow and question like, yes, sure. If you need anything else, I'll see you there. Until then, thanks for all the fish. And they disappear.
All right.
Yeah.
And guy should have popped on here as a clownfish when he's talking to us. All right. And
there's no more otters. The otters now are just not there. They're gone.
It goes back to the non-sea mammals. I got you.
So we want to head over immediately, or we want to get some songs in first?
I mean, you got some shanties on board or what, man?
Like
I
musical?
think we should definitely sing.
I'm going to
It's a
tell you
karaoke
now,
bar.
if you want to do that, you're
Oh,
all
right.
making performance checks.
I can do a little jig. That's what I can really do.
Know what? I'm gonna whatever number you give me, I'll tell you I did.
Is there a performance? There is no performance.
Oh, there's acting or
Acting?
Yeah, there's like
yeah,
play
acting.
instruments.
Sorry, thank you.
Like
Play
dump
the
stuff?
instrument.
Okay.
I'll say acting. We're gonna
Yeah,
say
like-
acting encompasses singing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I
got a
got
12.
10.
Wait, 14 plus 1, 19 on acting.
Nice.
Damn.
What song?
Baby got back.
We'll meet again.
Ooh.
Actually, love that song. It's a good choice. Did anyone
Great
else roll out of
song.
curiosity?
Nah, I ain't trying to
I-
sing nothing.
I-
I'll dance,
I-
but
I rolled a 12, and I vaguely hummed the one of like the from something from the soundtrack of Ocean's 11.
Nice.
Oh, that soundtrack is so good. I always think
Hickory-
this is a random side tangent, but the ending with Claire de Lune is genius. I love that. From there, do you stay and have any? Do you do anything else at this place, or do you get going? Do you mosey
I
out of there?
mean,
Let's
you
go.
know, I get grab a drink, a road beer or whatever they got.
Hey, you can smash and grab a drink.
Yeah, man, it's no problem. I'll smash.
I know your personality. I'll just smash and grab. You're fine.
No, I'll say whatever's good. I'll walk on out.
Yeah, exactly. You get like sort of a knockoff whiskey that it's good. It's not the best, but it's good.
I don't want it to be good. I want it to I want to suffer.
It's
No, I just drink cheap. I just drink cheap shit. Like I drink cheap shit. So it's like
I'm gonna say you grab a whiskey and you're like, no, that's not my thing. And then you see another drink, someone's like half finished, and you take a swig, and it's like the most disgusting
I wouldn't drink out
IPA.
someone else's. I wouldn't drink out someone else's stuff. I wouldn't even drink an IPA. Not the personal. I'd be like, I'd grab like not even a beer, man. It'd have to be like it'd be yeah. No, I don't worry. Whatever's fine. I'm not gonna play with it. I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, you grab something. I'm gonna say you grab whatever suits you best that you think is just and it's fine.
That's all I want. It's cheap and
Do you
good.
all immediately go to the directions that Fife gave you?
Now I'm gonna hit 00 up and get some gear for the splish splash.
What kind of gear?
I want like a rebreather, something like that. I mean, I got cash too on hand, so if I need to.
I'm gonna say in the moment when you're messaging 00, Fife
Yeah.
actually sends you a full loadout of like they've
Oh, it's on
taken
the
care
ship.
of everything of
Okay.
like what you'll need to go deep sea diving if you decide to suit up, and a rebreather is on there.
Okay, no problem,
Yeah.
man. They got any? Do we got some breaching charges?
Yeah, so basically the whole loadout, and you all look at it and you're kind of shocked because you look at it and you're like, there's no way this was cheap. Like, who has this kind of
It's
money?
weird, man, because like these dudes, like they can afford to do this shit, but they're just like they're weenies.
Like people in real life who have money, they don't want to do the things that they want to do. You all just take a second because you all got the same text, and you all just kind of, again, like I said, look at it and you're like, there's a lot of stuff here. Somehow they got access to, there's 4 of these for all of you. So dry suits, which are full body neoprene suits. They also have, funny enough, an armor rating of 7, which can be worn to keep the crew dry in the water. There is 1 for each of you. You all each get a pair of flippers that are plastic flippers, which can be worn to negate, which movement-wise can be worn to negate movement penalties underwater. So you can just move like normal if you're in a combat situation, or you're doing by turn, because that can happen sometimes. You have diving helmets with that, also at SPS 7. They have a glass viewport. They have a mounted flashlight, and a mounted video camera. So hey, Wretch, you're all set. You can stream under. I want to think of them like, the dives,
GoPro.
that, but also like the helmets from like when they're in space in Alien, just like that glass dome.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like that. It's
I know
just
what you're
like,
talking
this is so over the top. All of you have diving rebreathers. You all get radio communicators, one per each of you. Tech tool, 1 per each of you. Dawsomer badges, which are designed to alert the crew member when they come within 10 meters or yards of dangerous levels of radiation. And the thing that catches your eye more than all that stuff is what is labeled as 2 remote operated vehicles, which are literally underwater drones that can be remote operated and can work on their own remotely.
Cool. I like
And there's
those
only
drones.
2 of them.
I like that. That's good. I'll take 2.
And you just, again, you look at this list like, what the fuck?
So before we head over, the Wretch is going to call his Gunsmart contact and just go, hey, I got an underwater stream coming up soon. We aren't planning on doing anything intensive yet. But if you have anything, harpoons or the like, you'd like shown off and given a little publicity, I'm always up for it.
Nikita would also ask the Wretch, do you, through your influencer contacts, know, like, since the last time we were doing stuff for these chuckleheads, do you know if anyone's like been scouting some magnesium things on the influencer verse.
I can check. I'm not sure what
Yeah,
sort of
roll
thing that
your
would be
roll
for-
ability for me, which I believe. Oh God, brain. It's been a while. Give
Oh,
me a second.
roll ability will be
for
credibility.
social
That's
media.
starts at 4.
Yeah. Starts at 4. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Roll, which is your roll ability 4, relevant skill you want to use with that. So whatever skill you feel works best, and then the D10. So it'd be the 4
feel
plus
like
whatever
this
skill you
is
want to use, and then the
Probably like
D10.
streetwise.
Yeah, do that.
Since it's kind
Is it
of
streetwise or is it tracking? I guess
Ooh.
streetwise.
Let me double check on something. Yeah, because I feel
I
like
really
wanna make
hope
sure I
it's
get tracking correct.
streetwise.
Yeah, go with it.
All right. Oh, that's a 1, so we're subtracting.
Oh.
7. So that goes down to a 1. He's pissed off someone recently. That's yeah. Out of +8, got a 1. Subtracted 7 from my total. That's a 1.
Did you add the
It's bad.
4 for your roll?
No one I know knows.
Oh yeah, did you add the
anything
4
about
on that, or was that added already?
That's the 4. Like the 4 plus. I guess my streetwise is 12 total. So it's 12 to 16 minus 7. So that goes down to 9. Unless I
Okay.
don't add my step
you're
points.
for once disappointed in your fans. They don't really give you any relevant information, and it's disappointing.
Yeah.
You feel a little bit dejected by them.
Well-
Smash that sub button, buddy.
They're not smashing it and subscribing enough.
No,
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, no luck there. So yeah, does Gunsmart have anything they would like me to try out on this one or not?
You're able to get in touch with your gunsmith friend, and I did a roll myself. They don't have anything like underwater harpoons or anything, though they are amused that you ask, because it's just like, who in Night City asks about harpoons nowadays? That's just fascinating. But they message you back saying, your weapon should be fine. The ones I gave you, they're waterproof. More often than not, they should be fine underwater. I'm going to say, as a fun gameplay thing, if something does happen and you get a 1 on your range combat, that's when I'm going to say your weapon don't work underwater.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, I am using Gunmart weaponry. Them not working underwater is not much of a change from how they function above water.
I mean, that's true. If you get
by the lowest bidder.
Are they actually, out of curiosity now, are your weapons, are they just standard quality? Are they poor
No,
quality?
they're all of my weapons are poor quality. Because
So context for watching, because this is an actual gameplay thing. On poor quality weapons and items, if you roll a 1 on it, it just jams or breaks completely. They are no longer usable.
Damn.
Unless you're a tech
Yeah.
who can technically fix it.
Yep.
So, good job. Do you guys head to the upper marina, just double check again? Even though you now have that list of all
Absolutely,
these things
yeah.
that
Yeah, I'm
Fife
good,
is
man.
giving you.
Mhm.
I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah, let's go.
You get to the upper marina and you're pleasantly surprised. There is a tiny submarine stationed ready for you.
Okay.
All right, cool.
And you just probably, I don't know if that's weird or not, but I feel like in Night City, that would just be one of those like, okay.
It don't phase me, man. It's just I get it. You know, people
Oh,
try to play the game, and that's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes you gotta go underwater, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully this will be as fun as the last time I was on a submarine.
Yeah, so-
As you
Let's
get-
not think about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he's gonna go ahead and pop in.
Yeah,
Sure.
toss my bag in, all my goodies in there.
When you do get in, there is another sort of tank of sorts, not as big as the one on the karaoke bar, but it's just like another image of just a dolphin just waves at you. It's like, thanks for coming. I
Yeah,
wasn't sure if you would come or not. I was hoping you would, but either way, thanks for coming again.
Hey,
yeah.
1,000 eddies is a lot of eddies.
I mean,
Yeah.
and especially when you say that, you look around the tank and all the items that were on that list, they're all there in that
Okay.
room.
It's all good,
So
man.
we just gotta start getting suited up, or do you have a pre-briefing for us?
The sub's gonna move out a bit into the bay, and then once we go under, that's probably when you should start suiting up. If you want to go out, it's entirely up to you. I'm not gonna force that, but I feel like that's the only way you're really gonna get to the container that you need, that I have. And again, the map points up, like pops up, pinpointing where it is. That's where you're gonna be able to get it. I don't know if you can get it
Okay.
within the sub, kind of figure it's kind of, you got to swim out, grab it, come back.
Okay.
Just strap it down, man. Tie it up.
That too. That's possible.
Adhesive.
Yeah, adhesive. That's a new one. I'm intrigued.
Super glue works quite well in water, actually.
And
It does.
It does.
Yeah, it does actually. It holds up really well. The thing though that catches all of you off guard is Fife tells you, like, don't worry about piloting. I got it for you.
Oh,
You're a dolphin.
he's
Well,
gonna,
No,
Yeah.
I'm Fife.
it's a person, man. It's like you ever watch those cartoons?
Remote. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
You ever
remote.
watch it's like when you watch the cartoons, that bunny ain't really talking. That's a person.
Or my favorite as a kid,
Until we
Jabberjaw,
do
where it's a
Flash.
giant shark talking and doing
Yeah,
music. with people.
Jabberjaw
Mecca.
ain't real, man. All right, yeah. So I
As
just kind
you
of
all-
tuck in for the ride here, whatever is going on, whatever's good.
as you all kind of just, settle down, I'm going to describe it in the weirdest way. It's a pleasant movement out in the night city bay. Like you have windows where you can look out and you can pretty much just clear as day, just see the city as it is, all the mega structures, all the rebuilding that is still going on 20 or so years later. And then eventually you have that moment where you slowly start noticing that your horizon line keeps going up, up, up. And then you're just underneath the water. And it's one of those moments where you look out and the front of the sub is just, it's like I don't want to say glass because I don't think that's the right word, but it's like a see-through dome where you can just see everything in front of you. And it's kind of shocking because I would imagine your characters probably have never been below the water in Night City before. And you're just kind of like, not shocked, but just kind of amazed at how much of the structures encompass the underwater parts of the city, where it's just both looks like it's like just trash heaps almost, but also just like structurally speaking, it just keeps going down.
Yeah, man. I pull out
further
on the way out there, and I pull out. I have my to-go beer, and I start drinking a little bit here, and I put it down, and then I reach into my jacket and I pull out a wrapped up Captain Caliente taco, and I start eating it.
Oh no, don't eat
Your
that in here. Oh god.
Your stomach
This is
once
some product
again
placement right
grumbles.
here.
Yeah, product placement.
I'm iron.
There's Gunmart and Captain Caliente.
It's not that they should sponsor me by all means. They should be sponsoring me. I mean, it's like you don't go out and like you knock over whatever place you're knocking over, and you walk out and you got some eddies on yourself suddenly. And what do? You go to Captain Caliente. That's the first thing you do. You're not sitting there going home. You're still on that high, and that's where I go to relax. Captain Caliente. I get my best thinking. I get my best thinking done there. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Just for doing that talk about what?
Oh,
You there?
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Poorna.
Oh, Poorna. Sorry. Oh, Poorna's like locked up. Shoot.
Frozen.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, we'll get her.
I will talk. We'll see if hopefully it comes back. If not,
Hopefully.
As mentioned, if something happens, we will pause. Just all of you watching, we will pause. As the sub is getting lower and lower, you kind of see things off in the distance that would alarm you. Like,
There she goes.
Oh.
All good.
Hey, y'all good?
Hey, you're
Just making
back.
sure. We would. I didn't say anything else while that was happening. You're good. The sub, as it's getting lower and lower, you all are noticing there are certain parts that are off in the distance. The sub is clearly avoiding as they have a slight glow to them, to which Fife pops up saying, like, don't worry, I'm avoiding the really hot spots. I mean, there was that one time we found a broken ship and that was giving off the most insane levels of radiation. Like, can you imagine underwater? When they say that, Hickory, I want you to give me a roll. It seems weird that I'm going to ask for this, but me kind of like a perception check, or give me a perception check.
Perception.
And it's a high number. I need I won't tell you what, but whatever you get, we'll see what happens.
Nice.
My inner vampire brain coming in, being like, I don't want to tell you how many successes. I don't feel like it.
I don't
17.
17. You know what? Fife is talking, and you just have this weird moment of being like, someone's remote piloting this, but the way they're remote piloting it doesn't feel like they're way back on the mainland. Like this is just too nitpicky precise at points that you're just kind of like, this is weird, but also I have no idea.
Yeah, I think Hickory would just like start just looking around the room. Just go, oh, something's not right here.
You looking for leaks? What you doing?
I don't know.
As you do
No,
that.
she's looking for bugs.
Bugs. I got some bugs.
Actually, you can do that too if you want. Do a bug check.
I'm gonna do a bug check.
Do a cyber tech roll for me. Unless you're talking actual insect bugs, and that's a completely different thing. And I'm going to say no roll. They're not on there.
That would be
that would be terrifying. Your GM would not do that because
I want to see if there's. I also want to see if there's any like concealed conceal reveal objects. I want to use that to like see.
Yeah, sure. Roll that.
All right, here we go. Reveal
18.
objects.
18. You see cameras here and there that could be easily just 5, making sure like things are going okay in the sub. It's just more that than anything else. It's nothing weird or off about it other than that. Just like camera view of like seeing you all on the sub, making sure you're okay.
So I want to try and get Fife into like conversation, just talk about them and see if I can get them to reveal a little more than they should. Like a little more than they should about themselves, as like we just kind of chat as we go through this underwater section.
Give me human perception.
Ooh, human perception. Let's see. Oh, nice. A 10. 15 plus 7, 22.
Okay, that KM, you made a roll, if I remember correctly. What'd you get?
Oh, I got a 16 on that one.
And that was for, again, sorry.
Reveal object. Reveal object.
Oh, reveal. There's nothing weirdly hidden. Like everything's visibly up in front. Like you literally thoroughly, because you're a tech, you would do this. You know you're inside and out of everything. You look at everything. It's like, no, everything's pretty up front.
Can I see how he's like? So are there controls? Like if I was human, I am human.
Oh yeah, if you wanted to, you could easily pilot this sub, but it's literally on autopilot with Fife controlling it remotely.
Oh, that's fine. Can I see how he's controlling it? Like how he's hooked into it? Like is he like
That's the weird thing, is it just seems like it's some form of either net running or just something else, but you're not quite sure how.
I mean, is he real? But okay, that's cool.
Oh, he is.
The AI.
You can tell that there is a literal person controlling it. Like it's not an AI or anything. This is a person.
I mean, I didn't want to go so far to call him a person, but but yeah, okay, I'm good.
For our media, what do you talk to Fife about? Try and figure this out.
Wait, what?
Oh, for our media, if you can hear. Oh,
Wretch.
Yeah. Oh,
sorry.
Sorry, I'm just trying to like.
I was like,
I thought that was.
I was like, is your screen frozen? I'm sorry.
I was like, not sure.
No,
you're good. I was saying, what do you do to talk to? Yeah, what do you talk to Fife about?
That was about me and not back about the previous thing. So I'm basically trying to see if I can get them to reveal stuff about their personal life just by like casually chatting with them and turning on the charm to some degree, and kind of trying to leverage the fact that the Wretch is himself, and people generally don't expect him to be actually slick in a social situation trying to get info out of people.
I can see that. They are actually pretty open with you about what they're doing, and if you're streaming, they're just like, there's a couple of us out there probably even watching this go on, like, hi guys, and they're just pretty much like, yeah, we just do this as a hobby. We like just finding stuff and figuring out what makes it tick.
Yeah, what got you into it?
Drummer got in touch with me. I found him on this, and they start going on a tangent about like the like net forums, which God, forums, that's an old school thing at this point with Discord. And what's interesting is, because I had you roll human perception, there is clearly another person on the other line. There's no doubt about it in you, the way they're talking to you, the way they've been interacting with you. That is a person. It's not some form of AI or program going on. That is a legit person talking and passionately being like, yeah, I just love doing this stuff. It's a fun hobby.
I wouldn't call him legit, but okay.
Rock on.
He's not. He, if
I
he
mean,
was a
will
real-
say
what
with
I'm trying to say is, if this dude was a real one, he'd be down here with us.
It's true, exactly. But
and that's
also,
where with Hickory's perception check, you find another window looking out deeper in the sub. And for a second, you kind of do that thing that when you see something that you're not sure of what you saw, you kind of rub your eyes. You see the weirdest shit you have ever seen that makes both sense and not sense, which is a dolphin does swim by. They look vaguely human, like they have a rebreather on. And our two medtechs don't need to roll this. Night City lore is weird, guys. And I mean, like, you read that book, it goes places. One of the things medtechs can do if they're in a clinic or in a hospital, if someone wants, they can kind of just change how they look however they want. So if someone wants to have and look like an elf from a fantasy game, they totally can do that. If someone feels like putting augmentations in there where they can breathe underwater and kind of look like a swimming mammal of sorts, yeah.
So it's like that episode of South
That's where
Park.
Hickory also notices there's like a headset on this dolphin. And you're just staring at the window like, yeah, and you're just staring at the window like, what the fuck? And it notices you,
Literal
waves a
dolphin.
hand at you, and then swims back underneath the sub.
is it
Who-
only Hickory
Dolphin.
that notices this?
Only
Yeah,
Hickory.
I think at that point I'd go to Nikita and go like, "That they're a dolphin. Like that they're not a dolphin. They're fully dolphinized."
I mean, he's getting there.
Oh, you mean from like third year residency, like morphing into other things?
Yeah, I don't do
And
it a
that's
lot.
where you
but,
both hear a subtle like on like the sub below you, just to like signify, because Fife just can hear all of this because it's a clear as day. As I mentioned, there are cameras and they can clearly hear you.
Hey, Five.
Don't worry about it. I heard all that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a dolphin.
There are weirder things in Night City, trust me.
Oh yeah.
That's
On your agent,
just
you
so
get
you
an image that.
know.
Okay.
No, I was just gonna say, like, just so you know, that's not gonna fly on your Tinder bio. There are weirder things. in Night City.
Yo, hey,
No,
you try to
It will
judge.
100% fly in Night
Yeah,
City.
No, you're judging this dude, man. You're trying to judge him on his lifestyle. I told you can't be doing that. You got to be like, look, this dude's living his life how it is. Someone out there is gonna love it. So
I
At
don't
the same time,
understand
Fife's like,
anything that just happened.
No, but at the same time, Fife's just like, yeah, you got a point. And that's when on Nikita,
I wouldn't
your,
lead with
your
it.
agent specifically, it only pops up on yours. There is a camera underneath the sub. You see clear as day what Hickory saw.
That's fine.
It just waves at you, turns the camera off.
Cool.
It just for
Ooh.
Nikita, it happens on their agent
Oh.
only.
No.
And then you're just having that same moment Hickory did, like,
It's a really good job.
yeah, it's actually really good. It's actually kind of impressive.
I mean, he's smooth, right?
Like a dolphin.
Smooth.
Mm.
So why is he not getting any
I
dates?
was almost gonna say in a very Boston way. Wicked smooth.
Okay. All right.
Sorry for those watching.
So
I
we
apologize.
we delve this thing down. We get like we're hitting the destination. We're zooming around the hot
You
spots.
eventually hit this part that's like both equal parts the opposite end of the seawall that goes into like another part of Night City, like mainland, but then also you see a light turn on that shows an open tunnel.
Mhm.
And then Fife just checks in like, yep, that's where that, and the map points up. It's like, yep, right in there.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
how close?
Sadly,
can we
the
get-
sub is too big, so
Okay.
if you want to go swimming, by all means. I'm not going to
All right,
force you.
let's
but
go
it's
grab
kind
one of these drones. These little,
Yeah.
All right, I get one, and I tap into it, whatever it is, pull the control, sync up, and I will start piloting it towards the opening.
The wretch will immediately just suit up and like
Yeah.
get into the airlock to go out and swim
Yeah,
in.
this thing's got an airlock,
Hickory's
right?
suiting up as well.
Yep. And just strap his shotgun to his back on his way out.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Hey, I
gonna
gotta
suit
get
up
my
too.
shotgun out.
So the fun thing about, because the book labels this, they control themselves, so you don't have to control it. But like the minute you press them on, they immediately know what to do.
Okay, they just like follow. Okay, so they're very experts.
Yeah,
so
like they
follow
wait,
directions
like
from-
they'll wait for you to like move with them, but they have pre-programmed stuff that Fife clearly put in
Well, I
there.
want
That's
to.
like,
Yeah,
yep,
I'm
they
gonna
know
have
where they're
them.
going.
I want to have them run, but I want to watch what they're seeing. Is what I guess what I want. Like I want to use them as scouting.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. They put their lights on because again, it's a little bit, it's murky down
It's
here.
dark. It should
but
be dark.
yeah, it's good. And you see them light up, like put a light on where the tunnel is, and it's just pitch black. Like there's no lights on in there whatsoever.
All right. Well, I send what are the things? Name is Alvin or whatever they want to call it, into the tunnel.
I love that it's called Alvin. I need to write that down. I love it.
You know the reference, right?
No, I don't. That's why I find it funny.
That's the drone that found the Titanic.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh my god, that's amazing, and I love that. That's a great
It's
reference.
like one of the drones. I don't know. It's like
We've got our two drones, Alvin and Ocean Gate 2.
That one was not a drone, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
That was like the
As
name
long
of
as
the
you don't
sun,
name them like the Bermuda Triangle, I think you're fine. As mentioned, yeah, so they light it up and it's just pitch black. Who is going swimming? Which is, for the record, never said this before in Cyberpunk, so I'm excited. Going swimming. Is KM going in the water?
I don't know, man. I feel like I should stay back with this thing. I feel like I'm more
man,
home,
do that.
but
By all means. Yeah.
if they need, I mean, I'll suit up, but like if they need me, I'll come out. But I'm not gonna like. I don't know. I feel like I gotta take my glasses off, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. You got to look cool while you're doing everything. Totally.
Look, man. A great man once said, "It doesn't matter if you win or lose; it's how good you look." And that man was David Lee Roth. So.
Facts of life. With that, our 3 scuba divers. You get fully suited up, like I mentioned. It is full on scuba gear. You got rebreathers. You got every item I listed, and you get out in the water and start swimming. I'm assuming you obviously follow the drone that is going ahead. Yep. And if you want to, I'm going to say, because it's not really written this way, but I feel like this makes sense in real life. You would do this. You could hold on to it and probably just let it coast you in.
Like one would hold on to a dolphin.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which for you two, I'm going to say specifically, because Wretch is probably confused why you're doing this. You both look behind you as you're swimming ahead and try to see if Fife is actually there. And you look under, there's nothing under the sub.
I want to say this too.
Nice.
I want to all 3 of them. I want to issue each of them a single tube of super glue.
Oh, 100%. They all got it.
Go with
right.
God, man. Yeah. Vaya con Dios with this thing, man. You know, like.
I think at this point, like Hickory's got like a small stash of them from like previous times that
Like
they've
ketchup
gone out and
packets?
they've not had to use
Oh
it.
my
Yeah,
God.
That size, yeah. Mementos.
yeah.
I love chaos groups. But also, I hope it's like ketchup packets. Yeah, the 2 of you look behind you. You don't see Fife, but out of the corner of your eye, you see something just swim by farther out, just kind of observing more than anything. Water's a bit murky. It's hard to tell. And yeah, do you grab, like I mentioned, do you grab hold of it to go in, the drone?
Yeah. Got one hand with a flashlight, the other hand on the.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
let
I think
Hickory
I'm
and
gonna
Nikita
hold
take
on
the
to
drones, and the Wretch will
Hickory's,
swim.
Actually,
Yeah,
because
I'm
KM,
gonna
you're
hold
now
on to-
in the sub. Fife actually pipes up saying, if you want, I'll let you control the drone.
I'm game for that, yeah.
Because they're looking at you like, you probably have good tech experience. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. What's the worst that can happen?
I'm going to say I'm going to say there is a roll on that. Can you roll either concentration or pilot sea vehicle?
Is that for me?
And because you're a tech, I'm going to make this extremely low. Like, it's just beat a 9.
That would be a 10. I'd rolled low.
Oh my god, that's sweet. Yeah, you've probably done this before, or you at least know this type of stuff.
Yeah.
So you tell me how you maneuver them into the tunnel.
I mean, it's a straight
What do
shot.
you think you see? I'm
It's a
intrigued.
straight shot. So the thing is kind of coming forward, and I'm like, all right, we're bearing left, guys. Watch out! Oh, and I kind of yerk it a little bit, and then they kind of come down, and I try to have them kind of like, instead of just going straight and then forward, I have them kind of go down a little bit lower than the tunnel, then go up into the tunnel a little bit, so like they don't go in blind, not seeing the roof of the tunnel in case there's a hazard.
As you do that, you notice that there's no way the sub could have even gotten further than it did, as there's like cables and just microfiber
mess.
structures blocking. Yeah, it's just a hot mess. Like what you saw in the.
I should have been back.
I think that's a step away because that's a mute and camera turn off rather than a
Okay.
flash.
No worries. We'll keep talking. It makes the beach look quaint. How much of a mess down here in the water it is. Like everything looks, just as is. It looks safer on the beach than it does down here now, just because of how much of the bottom area is a hot mess. But you maneuver it just fine. You get in there. When the lights do hit it, that's when you kind of all get, who are being led in by this drone, that's when you get a little nervous because you're looking at the wall and the structure in this tunnel. And I'm not going to say it's fragile, but you can look at it without having to make a roll and be like, oh, if that even took like a couple hits, like that's a problem. Like that's the type of thing where cave-in could easily happen or something more dangerous. And yet you keep just, being piloted by KM to your structure. I'm going to say for those holding on to the drone, give me a concentration roll to see if you held on well enough or you're just freehand swimming with your flippers, which I say
17.
flippers. You're fine.
Do I need to make any roll to free swim or?
Oh no, if you're free swimming, you're fine. If you want to let go, I'm just saying if you want to hold on to the drone, I'm going to have you roll just to see how well you can hold on, just in case there's shaky movement. It's up to you.
I get a little excited by the acceleration once in a while.
Yeah. You see the wall and you're like, oh, it's destructible. Yes.
They got, dude. All I gotta do is put a little super glue on it. They're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. You should be fine. Duct tape that. Well, probably not duct tape.
I got duct tape. What do they need, man? And you can combine the two. You apply the super glue to the duct tape, then put it on. That shit works well, actually.
That's amazing. The ones that are underwater, can you also once again make a concentration roll as you come across like a bunch of cables that are in there and you need to move them in order to get the drone to move in more closer.
13.
I need higher than a 13.
Yeah, man.
Ah,
Hey,
well,
Reg,
13.
I need you to clear that trash out of the way, man. Get that stuff out of the way.
12.
Okay. And Wretch? I got something for the 12, by the way. I have because it was one off.
Sorry, which skill? I'm blanking.
Oh, sorry, concentration.
Concentration.
Yeah, no worries.
Mm.
Higher than a 13 is what I'm looking for.
I got a 12.
Okay, 2 12s. Hickory, you maybe like you know what you're doing. It's like you gently move stuff out of the way because looking up like something were to move raw like slightly off, it could trigger something possibly or not. You're just like caution is the name of the word. Our 2 12s, you try to be cautious. You maybe push a little more than you thought. I'm going to say a tiny piece of the tunnel above you floats down and lightly taps each of your shoulders. Your armor takes that, you're fine. But it's the fact that you felt that even off of lightly trying to brush it, that now you're looking around you like, okay, this isn't really stable to begin with. So we're fine. Everything's fine. As you remove that, KM, you're able to maneuver the drone in further, and you eventually come across a very large shipping container that has been fully submerged.
Do the is it open or is it closed?
It is closed.
Can I do a retcon here and say I provided my good friend here, Wretch, with the hooligan tool?
Yeah, why not?
I figure I don't need. I mean,
all right. I'll move in and try to pry this thing open. This isn't this is the big shipping container. It's not what we're looking for, right?
Yeah, this is huge. This is like a regular shipping container, like those giant orange or red or green ones you see at like shipping yards.
All right, Wretched. Let's go and see what we've got.
Check Nikita and our good friend here, Hickory. Check and make sure you don't go flying across the room when you pull that thing open, man. Might pop on him.
Yeah.
Anchor him or something. I don't know.
I'll try and pry open this shipping container, see what we've got.
As you go ahead.
I was just wondering if instead of an anchor, Kim also supplied us with one of his concrete bottles.
Fuck no.
Oh, 100%. You can have one of those if you have.
You want me to make you one? I'll make you. I made you guys. You guys all saw the effectiveness of the Eddie 98, and you guys saw how it
it's waterproof.
It is actually. It's but it'll sink you. It's heavy as all hell.
Yeah, but we want to anchor him.
Oh my god.
Let's tie him up. Okay. I also have bike locks. I mean, those would work as an anchor too. Just wrap him
That's
around
true.
his feet. Just wrap him around his feet, and he'd be like walking on the bottom.
So much.
Yep.
I mean, we don't need to pull
I'm
it
going to
off.
say, while all of this is happening, and while Wretch is about to get next to the sub, two things happen. Wretch, you get close, and immediately you hear this alarm going off underwater, and you're very confused because you're like, what the hell is this alarm? And then you see what could best be described as like, and I don't want to describe it more than this because they're kind of terrifying to look at. Think like spider crab, but like a drone. Just pop out of the shipping container, and it starts doing a full-on scan of all of you. And when it does that, it like has an alarm flashing like crazy. The second thing is, KM, you're in the sub, and you get a message that's directed mostly just at you from Fife. You're like, hey, not to be alarmed, I don't think we're alone down here.
No, because your punk has followed us. But stalking me, man. No, I see what you're saying. They look like they're gonna get a little trouble. I got faith in my boy.
I didn't expect this, to be honest, but it seems like we have visitors snooping. I'm gonna check it out. Stay cool.
That's all I can do, baby.
For the others, this thing is sensing you, and it's freaking out now.
As
what
it's
do you
sensing,
do?
I want to grab something, maybe one of those bottles that we were using to anchor, and just like smash it. Try and
On the
destroy
thing?
the drone. I'm gonna get rid of this drone.
Go for it. The Wretch
You know
pulls
what?
the
Go
shotgun
for it.
out from off his back. Is like, all right, fam, let's go. And like on the stream, a little counter pops up in the corner that just goes like jam counter. All right, fam, let's see how Gunmart's latest does underwater.
Okay, so for you, roll shoulder arms. For Hickory, roll. You're hitting it with the bottle. Roll brawl.
Yeah, brawl. Okay, that is 18.
It's 2d6 damage on that thing too.
Me tonight.
Yeah, and then what's your body stat at, Hickory?
7.
Oh, actually, it's 3d6 for you.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you can do it. You got do that because that's hilarious, but also you did get the number I was looking for.
Yeah, 30 on the shoulder arms.
30?
Burn them.
Oh my god.
Give
Well,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
that obviously hits. Roll. God, I love saying this. Roll 5d6 for me, please. And if you get two
Yes.
sixes, please let me know. Well, actually, it doesn't apply for this because it's robotic. But if it was a person and you got two d6s or 2 6s, that'd be a critical injury.
His kappa will be
I got
depleted.
13 damage.
Okay, 13. What'd you get on your shotgun?
16.
That is enough. This thing, you both just. I'm gonna. Who go first? I'm gonna let the two of you decide, and then I'll describe.
I think the Wretch is just like very quickly pulls, spins, shoulders his gun, and fires a single slug into its center mass, opening it up for Hickory.
And it's almost like slow motion in your head as you watch it hit the target dead on, and then Hickory comes out of nowhere and just whack, and the entire thing just literally like it has a dent in it, and it starts sparking and then just sinks to the bottom of the tunnel. It is at that point, KM, give me a perception check.
That is a. Where am I at? This is a straight perception.
Yep,
That's
just
my
straight
awareness.
perception.
That's pretty good. That's a 16.
You're in. Where are you in the sub? Are you like in the front where it's
Driver's
that
seat.
clear view of everything?
Driver's seat, yeah. I'm watching the whole
Okay.
show.
I don't know why, but I picture you kind of just like an alien, just like being in the pilot seat, chilling with your shades on. and your
Well, I mean,
hat.
I've been chilling my shades on, watching this thing, and I got my little, I got the display up too, watching through the.
Yeah,
the
100%.
drone.
And what catches your eye immediately is you just see it out of the corner of your eye, and then your eye kind of like goes to the corner, and then you look down, and you see this like autonomous floating looking torpedo heading in towards where the tunnels are. And in my opinion, I feel like you'd see this. You see clear as day on it. It has a label that is 100% Militech.
Huh. All right.
And then
Hey,
Fife messages you being like, yeah, we got really big trouble. And then all of you get a message saying, get out of there now.
you get a message from
Container
me.
or not, get the hell out of that tunnel.
While like Hickory and the Wretch were sort of getting blasted back in slow motion, because I was kind of like a few underwater wriggles away, I just sort of start, at least in my my god, I can't through the walkie-talkie start singing Ave Maria as the slow motion like boom happening. And it's just anyway, that was not a useful projection, but here we are.
So I take the submarine and I get behind the pilot seat here, and I spin it around 180, facing back the way we came, and I prep it up.
I need a sea pilot check on that one.
They get to do a 180 check.
That's amazing. I love it, and I will say, because you know what, because that's just cool, and this isn't technically a thing you can do in game. I will give you advantage, but advantage, and so in other words, roll the d10 again. Obviously, if you get a 10, roll it for that roll, but roll it twice and see which one is a higher roll.
I got a 5 and a 10, so I'm gonna roll the 10 again.
Yeah,
open it up.
Go figure.
I got a 18.
You do like the most pitch perfect, but with a sub Fast and Furious style car maneuver.
It just does. No, I mean it's not really a problem because it'll just do it on a dive.
Yeah, you just easily like it. Just looks so effortless.
Yeah, then I kind of kick it up and I go, hey, when you get back out here, just hit yourself to the back side of this thing and get ready to be pulled.
Yeah, we'll do. And that's when, to go to the three of you, you see coming in another light from the tunnel. And eventually you just see it's this long, black, almost torpedo-like thing coming in. And then it splits off into two, and it becomes two drones that start flying in with their own flashlights, looking all around.
Are these like,
which, if you want, you can go stealth on this. If you want to go full on in, by all means, but I'm just letting you know, you have two little drones that are flying in with lights trying to search around.
So are these like they're armed drones, or are these like they're filled with explosives drones?
Armed drones.
Okay.
I'm gonna so I'm gonna take the flashlight that's in my inventory, and like as soon as I turn it on, like I drop it so that it's like the light is flashing towards the drones, but it's like several feet not where I am, to try and grab, like, because obviously they're looking for signs of life.
I will say, roll, as weird as this maybe sounds, roll that as stealth.
Okay.
I know that sounds weird, but I feel like that's a good stealth maneuver to me, to try and just, hide yourself, but also make it seem like something else is down below you and you're trying to camouflage almost yourself in the tunnels.
Yeah. Stealth. Oh my god, 1.
Oh no.
What do I do when I roll a 1? I roll again and then do what?
Roll again, and then you subtract the second roll from that. So whatever you got as a total with the 1, you subtract the second one from it.
So the second one was 11?
Oh no. Okay. What happens is you drop the flashlight thinking this will work, and you can slowly see it because it's water, like it's slowly descending. And what happens is the drones pick up on it, but the light goes like upwards, and then you're just fully lit, like you're illuminated.
I continue singing.
Well, can't let this happen, folks. And the Wretch is going to, like, they're presumably turning to scan Nikita, and the Wretch is basically going to try and jump one and hit it with the shotgun while it's
you know what? I will allow you to do that, and you can get a move in. And I will say Hickory as well if you want to, because their focus is both on Nikita now as the light closes in. And Nikita, you're looking at them, and they're just like, you can see that they're getting ready, like, to pull out like a weapon of something. So the other two, I will give you a chance. If you want to take an action, you may.
I'm firing immediately. Yeah.
So roll that shoulder arms.
You go for one, I'll shotgun the other.
6 plus 4. Shoulder arms is 6 plus
Is
12, so
shotgun also
18.
What was that?
18.
Okay, 18.
is shotguns
that hits.
also shoulder arms,
Shoulder
or is
arms.
that
Yep.
Yep, shoulder arms.
okay?
Yep.
Cool. That is 11.
Wretch, roll damage for me. Hickory, you take a shot and it just misses by like a tiny bit.
So 21. The double 6 doesn't mean anything for robots, right?
You know what? I'm going to say this because technically it's not a person, so it doesn't really apply. But I like doing this because it's a fun roll a friend of mine came up with. Roll another d6 and add that to that roll.
Another 5, so 26.
You hit it so hard that it's barely functional, but it's still tiny bit there. But looking at it, if you hit it one more time, it's probably going to go down. And as I mentioned, Hickory, you're not able to hit anything. For the three of you, please roll initiative, which is your roll a d10 and it's your reflex stat, just straight up.
Okay.
KM, I'm going to say
I was watching.
you're in the
this
sub,
shit.
and
Yeah.
you're watching all this. And I'm going to say if you want to roll initiative with them, you may. I will be more like you could tactically do stuff with the drone that is down there, because I'm going to say that drone has weaponry. So you can
Okay.
control the drone as your initiative because you're not technically in
If
that
these
space.
are
but you
being
technically
remote
are.
operated, could he try and
Yeah.
jam them, or is that not really an option? Or that would require full network?
Let me
I'm
find out.
not gonna try to jam them.
Fair enough.
No, it sadly does not have that, but you could also try ramming them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whenever you want initiative, let me know and I'll give it to you.
Yeah, sure. So what is everyone's initiative so I can have it? KM,
7.
10.
15.
Nikita.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I rolled
7.
a 2.
Oh, 7. Sorry. So I got 7. KM.
15.
15.
I also got
Hickory.
15.
Oh, nice. And the Wretch.
10.
10.
10.
Rolled a 2, tragically. So
Yeah.
even my great reflexes couldn't save me.
Then I'm going to make it got a 10. I will let KM go first, and then we'll go back to you, Hickory.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna take that drone and just try to ram it into the other one's propeller area, whatever they're using for do it. I was like, oh, later. Time to
Sure.
bounce.
Roll, I guess brawl for me is how I would view that, because it's just, that makes the most sense, I guess. Or if you want, I guess, no, that makes the most sense. Roll brawl.
Roll. All right.
And I'm going to roll evasion.
Brawl's under
That is under
fighting
sorry
skill. I
about
see
that.
it.
Yep, I gotta remember to
Alright.
do that more often. Sorry about that.
I got a 13.
I got, give me 1 second. I got a 12. So roll, God, that's a weird one. I'm gonna just say roll 2d6 because
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah,
That would be 4.
I'm gonna say it's the one that the Wretch had hit, and you just ram it
one.
to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just kind of, you hit it, and then what's
Right.
hilarious is it explodes underwater a tiny bit. Not obviously lethally, because technically if an explosion happens underwater, that's not a great thing to be around. But it hits it enough that you all see it go spark for a second, and then it just splits in two.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to pivot it around, trying to knock it off kilter. All right.
Yeah.
That works for me.
The other one is now focused on the drone specifically, and
Yeah.
with that, I'm going to go to
Disruption.
Hickory as next.
Shotgun again. Gonna try this one last 10.
Knock
Oh,
that
10.
thing out.
Nice. So that is 21.
That hits. Roll that damage.
And how much? It's 5d6 for a shotgun.
5d6. Yep.
Hell yeah. I got 2 6s. 21.
Same as Wretch. I love that. Roll another d6 because there's nothing special with robot, basically, and I just want to make it more special. It's more fun.
I got a 1. So 22
Okay.
now.
It's hit pretty bad. It's kind of just looks like it's functioning about not ready to function. And with that, the Wretch, you are next.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna
You
go
see
for
this thing
the-
just got hit horribly, easily, pretty bad.
Actually, if it's messed up pretty bad, I'm just gonna go into hand to hand and try to rip it apart with brawling.
And use
I mean,
that hooligan tool, dude.
Do it.
That's gonna tear it apart.
Yeah. So 9 on the
I will say on
die,
my end,
plus
I have a
15.
10. Yeah, you got it, because I got a 10.
Yeah, 24 to hit.
What is your body
And
stat number?
thanks to the internal linear frame sigma, it is a 12, which I believe is 4d6 for brawl damage.
Yes,
Damn.
roll. Yes, I can't question that because yes, logic. That's amazing.
10, 14, 15.
Oh yeah, you describe how you rip this thing apart.
So the wretch sees that this is damage, and he goes, all right, Wretched Legion, we're gonna do something real dumb right now. And he slings his shotgun, swims at it into like a diving like plunge into it. And as it like swings around, he grabs onto its gun arm, uses it to pull himself onto it, and kind of grabs onto its hull and its arm, braces his feet against it, and pushes until he physically like rips the arm off and dents the casing, and then just kind of starts beating it with its arm until it stops working.
Beat him.
That is.
Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Yeah,
Quitting yourself.
One-on-one with a Militech drone? That is what you watch for. Well, like
as you say that, Fife messages. As you say that, I'll say we're out of initiative for the moment. Fife immediately sends a message to all of you. Hey, get that container, get out of there now. And immediately they start, for KM only, they pull up a different video feed, and you see another submersible within like maybe 100 kilometers, not kilometers, 100 yards or so away. And again, clear as day is like, that's Militech. Like,
yeah, man. Hey, we gotta play my favorite game, America's favorite game show, GTFO. So why don't you all like haul it out here, get hooked on to this bad boy, and we're gonna go drinking.
So what I'm gonna have you do, because I like bringing mechanics and stuff from other games in, we're gonna do this as 3 rolls, or as those who play VTM know, 3 rolls and out. But I'm gonna do it in a unique way. I want the Wretch, Hickory, and Nikita, I want you all to roll a concentration skill check.
Concentration.
And I'm going to go in the order of how my video is, which is the first roll I'll read is the Wretches, then Hickory's, and then Nikita's.
I have a 14 on concentration.
Okay, 14.
I also got a 14.
Consistency is awesome. And Nikita?
16.
Go off.
You hear basically double time it, damn it. And what you do is the Wretch, you go up and you just with your bare hands pry open the shipping container, and you find another sort of nondescript white carbon fiber package of sorts. It's a little bit bigger than the last one. Actually, it's quite bigger than the last one.
That's mine.
And with the 14 that Hickory got, you're able to swim in and just easily like figure out like the best way to just get it out of there without anything touching the exterior walls, because as that little combat shenanigans happened, you've all noticed that the walls around you are much frailer than you realize, and any kind of direct hit is going to cause rubble from above to just start falling down on you. So you take like a good 5 to 10 seconds to be like, cool, I got this, and you assess it and you immediately find a way to get it out. And that's with Nikita's 16. You swim in with everyone, tell them the exact way to get this thing moving, and you even find a way to hook like I'm gonna say like the drone that KM's piloting has like a towing cable of sorts connected to it, and you just tag it on, and you're all just like hold on for dear life, and you just go right out of the tunnel. KM, what happens for you? A video feed that just pops up, and it's so random. There is a person who is claiming, like, excuse me, this is private property that belongs to Militech. I'm going to only ask this once and only once. Hand that over and you won't have any problems whatsoever.
Oh, hey, yeah, man. This is the NC the NCAUS, which is the Night City Amateur Underwater Spelunking Club. And we are just out and having a weekend out trip here, man, trying to figure out, look at some tunnels, see what's going on, man. I don't want no trouble from no Militech. I had no idea these were private waters.
Can you roll? This is going to be weird. I think you just have standard local expert. Roll local expert, or is there like a politics?
I have Night City local expert, and I have
do that. Yeah.
Okay. I got a 17.
You know that this guy is anything he's saying. Well, actually, I'll put it this way. You know, Militech, if they have a ship out in the waters like this, it's illegal because technically Night City is under an independent state.
Yeah.
And not to get too into the history, because there's a lot of lore you can read up online at your own expense. Technically speaking, what is known as the United States no longer has any authority in the free state that Night City resides in. So technically speaking, if they even try to start any form of combat with you right now, that is extremely illegal and technically could be declared an act of war.
Oh, man.
So technically you're sitting there hearing this guy and you're like, what sort of fucking bullshit is this?
I don't think so, man. I think you come after us, man. You're gonna have some problems with the Night City's Boys and Girls Club. You know what I'm saying? Like we taking it easy out here, man. We're just having fun. I got some underprivileged youth in there. They exploring the history of their city, and I think you're just trying to deny these people an opportunity to go forth.
As you're saying all that, the three of you are able to, with the drone, get it like clamped underneath the sub and probably just maybe give a tap on there for Cam to know like things are good to go. And Fife just starts like shouting like, get out of there now. I'll distract them or something. And that's when all of you eventually now see a freaking dolphin like person swim ahead towards where the sub is.
All right.
Distract who exactly? We got the drones in there, but I do not know what you're dealing with out here. I'd love for our viewers at home to hear all about who's messing with our dive.
And sadly, it's one of those things where the water now is so murky, you actually don't see that sub off in the distance. It's completely clouded away.
Yeah.
I would say if the Wretch wants to, you can see if you can hack into the subs video cameras that see it. Because they have much clearer vision.
I can throw a feed to you guys. That's not a problem.
Oh yeah, you can throw a feed. Actually, I'm gonna say if you do that, then you see it clear as day.
We get company, whatever it is.
Pop that up to the like picture-in-picture on the stream. Look at that.
And it's the point where
look at that. We've got a Militech sub in Night City waters.
Yeah.
What do you think these guys are here for? Wretched Legion? You think the Port Authority might want to hear about this?
Yeah.
You think they're
as
willing
you
to
say
give us
that,
a
the subs lights kind of turn red, and you can, as you guys probably, Cam, do you pilot away?
Well, I'm waiting for them to hook on once they give me the go.
Oh, they're already hooked on.
Oh yeah. Then I GTFO. Yeah, man, I slam it.
As you slam it, the lights on that sub off in the distance start like going off and on, but then you just lose sight of them because Wretch just live streamed that there was a Militech sub in Night City waters, and now they're like, well, fuck this. We don't want an international incident. They're gone.
Yeah, man. Getting away scot-free.
Give me one more pilot C vehicle check.
What's up? C vehicle?
Give me one more pilot C vehicle check.
I grind them all in the propeller. No, I'm just kidding. I rolled 10. It wasn't great. I might have lost someone.
I just thought for a second, like, well, that's a short game now. We're done.
Well, no, it's that I got, it's gonna be very Scarface, and I'm the only one that walked away. I got the money for the drugs.
Oh, a CAD, not ideal.
No, I got a 10. I got a 10 on the roll. It wasn't that bad.
Oh, sick. Nice. You pilot that thing like it's the back of your hand. You know exactly what you're doing. Everyone else, you're able to get on into the sub itself during that time and just watch as your crewmate just pilots this thing like it's just no problem.
Yeah, ain't no thing, man. Ain't no thing,
and as you as you do that, I'm going to say can you do me a favor? Roll your media, roll your roll ability as a media. I just want to know what number you get.
Okay. 9 is on the die, plus credibility is 4 to 13. What skill are we applying here?
You know what? I'm just gonna. Oh, that's a good question. Just it seems weird, but like I'm just basic tech for like it's just for your stream. I'm just trying to get a vibe. Or actually,
Got
human
it.
perception,
So-
as weird as that is.
So let's see. So basic tech would have been, I've got 10 or 4 in the basic tech
Okay.
skill, and then 6 more if the stat applies.
I'm gonna take basic
Perception
tech.
is 2 in the skill, 5 on the stat, so total of 20. Right? Not on
Oh,
the die,
okay.
4 for
Your whole streaming crew, they're enraptured by this. They haven't seen anything like this before. They're all like, "Oh my god, the wretch survived!" It's like the wretch, the
Yeah, man.
wretch, the wretch.
Hey man, don't worry, don't forget
And you
me,
even
man.
see that Fife is somehow now in your chat going, "Woohoo!"
I'm like, yeah, like I like yeah, I'm trying to show off on the cameraman, you know. I'm trying to get in there, you know. Now I get up in the wretch's face and I grab by the helmet and I try to look at the crowd at home. I said, now, when your folks at home, when people start asking who saw the Militech thing and who got away from it and who survived the deadly caves, they might be asking who did it. Well, I don't know who did it, but it might have been someone looks just like this. I got you.
As you say that, we're gonna pan out as the sub heads back to the shore. Fife, again, the way you guys secured the container is it's secured underneath the sub for now because it was just like quickly just attach it.
Yeah, I got some bike lock. It's all good.
Yeah, it's basically a bike lock. Yeah. Fife basically doesn't pop out of the water. You just get a message from them saying, "Thank you. I can't believe that actually happened. That should not have happened. Oh my God, I can't believe we survived that. But thank you for getting this for me. I can't wait to." And they're like over the top, more giddy than Drummer ever was about just analyzing tech and data. And you immediately, all of you get 1,000 in your accounts. Bam, like that. And then they top it off with an extra 250 for just literally having to deal with Militech underwater.
That's a style, baby.
Nice.
What happens though is, oh, go ahead.
Oh, so Fife, do you want the entire box, or are we good to do another unboxing? What exactly Militech wanted to hide from the good people in Night City and our international viewers?
Enjoy your 1,000 plus. I'm keeping the container.
Fair
That's
enough.
all right, man. That's all right, man. I'm paid.
As the time goes by, one is, as you mentioned, Double O was sent those materials. You all now have, there's a specific name to this armor that I want to read out. Where is it? I had it a second ago. You all get basically what is labeled as flak armor.
Okay.
And it's basically, it's the same thing as like, I don't have the proper DV, I can tell you after because it's just trying to read stuff quickly. The second thing that happens is a few days go by and then you get another message from Fife. You're like, "Hey, I just wanted to, again, thank you for doing that. That was insane. I can't believe we actually got away from that." But it's kind of sad. It's bittersweet. Like you both got what we were looking for, but also like, I don't know how to tell you, but it's just not the best ending. And
There it is, guys.
All right.
Hey.
Good time.
goddamn Militech. And also, I'm telling you every other scenario that could have happened in that because it got weird in the book.
Okay.
But also, I can't believe concrete root beer bottles.
I'll
Hi,
talk about it
everyone.
later.
Good job tonight. That was fun. I love chaos groups. You guys are perfect chaos. What we're gonna do is go around the table one more time and pretty much tell us who we are, who you played, plug away on all the socials, and tell us what you have coming up. Starting with Phoebe.
Hey, I'm Phoebe. I was playing Hickory, one of the two lovely medtechs of this group. I'm at Sherbrooke Waters on all of the socials, and I've been working on a lot of vampire stuff recently, which should hopefully come out in the next couple of months. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Very nice.
Just check my socials to find out.
Next up, Basheer.
Hi, I'm Basheer Gauss. I played the Wretch. You can find me as at Basheer Gauss on all of the socials. I have my upcoming game, Guns Blazing, coming out mid next year. And I am, let's see, I can't talk about any of the freelance work. I am now writing for upcoming indie video game, Gin Hunter. Yeah.
Love to hear that. Hell yeah. Next up, Poorna.
Hi, I'm Poorna. I have played Nikita, the other med tech who makes questionable life choices. And I am available on Twitter or X as at Buchman, on Blue Sky as at Poorna Makes Things, or however they formulate that thing. And I have a game called A Stitch in Time, which is a duet play letter writing game where you stitch reality back together by telling the story of places lost in time and space. Check it out on Itch if you like that kind of thing. I am also writing for this cool game you must have heard about somewhere a few minutes ago on the stream called Guns Blazing by that guy. And also have am writing for Revenant Society, a game coming out soon by Van Ryder Games. Have done a bunch of other freelance stuff that I can't talk about, and just look me up on socials to see what else I've been up to. I do a bunch of weird stuff.
Yay. And John.
Hey, I'm John Baltina. I played KM, the Keymaster, tonight. And you can find me anywhere online at Only Play Wizards. I stream. I am the game master of Abraxas Precipice, where we play the Expanse role-playing game forever. We're starting our phase 5. If you want to watch it, there's 180 hours of our single campaign. It is out of control. And I also stream. I'm currently streaming the Expanse video game on here on Twitch on Only Play Wizards. And I also talk about my class about tabletop role-playing games for the University of California, Merced, where I teach. And I will be at Big Bad Con at the end of September, which has its signups for events tomorrow, beginning at noon, where you can sign up for an intro round of the Expanse role-playing game on either Friday evening or Sunday morning with me, the game master of Abraxas Precipice himself. And I'm doing a panel on Saturday night with Emily Friedman, who studies actual play at Auburn. We're going to be talking about both our respective kind of like what it's like to work at a university and talk about actual play and how people can get involved with all that. But we hope you find me anywhere at Only Play Wizards. And I had a lot of fun tonight with Nate and Amal, and everyone here was great. And I think I'm actually going to see a few of you at Big Bad Con, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
be
I look forward to seeing you two, you guys, meeting the two of you. And
absolutely.
I will not have any root beer, or we could maybe go buy one and share one as like kind of a token thing. So
If it doesn't
I'll
have
try to bring
concrete, I don't know if I.
concrete.
I would never try to. No, this was a character I played, and I would never try to feed you concrete.
I was gonna say if it doesn't have concrete, I don't know if I want it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm always really like I said, I don't try to judge people. So, but if that's your if that's your prerogative, you want to eat concrete, I can't stop you, man. You're an adult.
Would we call that like a rock lobster, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, on that note, hi guys. Hi there. My name is Nate Buchman. I'm a photographer, occasionally a GM and storyteller, and a majority of the time I'm just a giant creative nerd. If you'd like to see more of my work, you can go to natebushman.com. I got photo stuff on there. If you want to find me on the socials, at the moment, it's just Indie Nate, INDIE Nate, whether it's Blue Sky or Instagram. Twitter is kind of a hot mess, so I'm not going to shout that out outside of that. In terms of upcoming stuff, I am so happy I get to talk about this finally because it's next month. September 16th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time over on twitch.tv/Highshelf Collective. I will be running a 5-session miniseries of a game I've been obsessing about since I got the PDF last October, Die RPG, based off the Image comic series created by Karen Gillan and Stephanie Hans. If you have never heard of this before, please look up the comic. The best description of it is what Karen Gillan called it itself. It is basically goth Jumanji.
Yeah.
Imagine the role-playing game you played in high school or college. You come back to it 10 years or so later, and then you end up actually physically going to that fantasy world. What would that actually be like, and what kind of emotional baggage comes with it? It is going to be an amazing, amazing experience, to say the least. Outside of that, also to go off of what Phoebe said, I also have interesting vampire things that maybe Phoebe is also in that's very exciting, and I hopefully can talk more about it soon because I'm really excited about what we've been doing. I've had my brain destroyed every time we played. I almost cried last session. And outside of that, as always, secrets are afoot. Can't talk about it. Sorry. With that, I want to thank the four of you so much. I haven't laughed that hard at a session in a while. You are all fantastic. Everyone who's watching, please follow them. They're all doing amazing, creative, wonderful things, and give them a follow. They're fantastic people. And as mentioned, they said some of them are going to Big Bad Con. So if you're going there next month, meet them. They're wonderful. Thank you once again to my tech, Nate Rendoir, or as we've been calling him all night, Good Nate, because I'm
Good
apparently
Nate.
Bad Nate. Thank you, Brianna Flame, for the overlays and intro video. And thank you for watching. I will see all of you next month for our next installment of Tales of the Red. Haven't got a stitch to wear, which is all fashion-based, and I'm excited. I'll see you all later. Good time zones, everyone.
Later, y'all.